The little hand says it's time to rock and roll. Cue the intro.
I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks. Take it away.
Yes, people. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, everybody in between. It's me, your friendly neighborhood Vassman. Thank you very much for joining us. This is a very, very special broadcast for two reasons. Number one, I'm sure I've mentioned it before, but this is my very first stream I'm doing on my channel. And I'm super excited, but I do not know what I'm doing. So please bear with me. Number two, and this is just outstanding for me, is that I have a very, very special guest who I've known for a long, long time. We were teenagers in the 90s. We were kids in the 80s. I certainly remember playing in the playground, playing Chudbusters. And we'll let you know what that is in a minute. But anyway,
there is someone having therapy because of Chudbusters. I think
they've got a complex. It's my oldest, dearest, bestest, coolest friend. Please give it up for Peter Thompson. How's it going, man? How you doing?
Oh, Vassy, that's I'm gushing now, Vass. Yeah, you've made me blush. Yeah, it's fantastic to be here. It's fantastic to see you again, but it's fantastic to do. And
great to have you here, man. It's great to have you here.
Yeah.
And if anybody is in the chat, and can anybody check that our audio video quality is up to scratch, and if not, please let us know. I'm going to quickly go to the comments and see if there is anybody in the chat. Whoa, there is people in the chat. Let's see if I can show that one. This is from yesterday, and it's Ricky. Let's go. Let's play. Come on. And this one is from my son. All right, mate. How you doing? Enjoy the show. And this one is from a dude called the Monkey. That's right, man. If Peter had seen my promo, he would know what that is from. But never mind.
I'm sorry. I will. I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
Please do. Please do. It's very, very good. I'm known for my trailers and my promos. Next comment.
Very talented, Vass. You are very talented, I have to say.
I do my best, mate. I do my best. I'm glad you noticed. Many don't. This is Jeff 101 Bronson. Hi, mate. I hope you're well. This is the Monkey. Vass, you always remember your first. Yes, this is going to be memorable. I hope it's memorable for everybody, and I hope it's for all the right reasons. And next comment is from Jeff again. Great to see you doing a live stream on your channel. Thank you very much, Jeff. This is something that's been on my bucket list for so long to do, and this is my phase 3 of Horror Lives Matter. I've had 3 phases. Phase 1 was just getting on YouTube, and I would mostly just do videos without any talking. I would just like do like little cool videos with clips and put them together in a cool way, normally the music. And then if I had to, I would maybe do a little bit of voiceover. And then when I went to phase 2, I got myself in front of the camera and showed me mug off. And now we're on phase 3 and I'm doing stuff live. So wish me luck, everybody. I'm having a great time, and I've got me cool mate here. High five, Pete. Give me a high five, man.
Okay.
And right, next comment is from Matthew Binney. Hello, Matthew, from I think it's New Zealand. Was it Australia? I don't know. He won my prize. He sent him a big package. I can't remember if it was. I'm pretty sure it was Australia. How you doing, mate? I know it's very, very early over there. Another one from Hassan. Oh, thanks, pal. Thank you for the support. And that's from my sis. Hey, my sister doesn't normally tune in, but when she heard Peter was going to be on, she was like, I'm going to watch this stream. And I'm like, fuck yeah, watch this stream. And next one is from Hassan. More claps. Thanks, mate. And yeah, I'm so happy. A few regulars that I normally see on other streams. I really need to give a shout out to Gareth, who gave me a lot of advice and a lot of help getting this stream up and running. Because, like I said, I had no idea what I was doing, no clue whatsoever. But it seems to be going pretty darn well. Awesome. Let's quickly go to the next comment. Sup, man. And oh right, great. So it looks like the sound and the video quality is fine. I was really worried about that. That's great. That's good news. Next comment is yeah, just saying hello to Jeff. And everyone's saying hello. And it's Ricky. Thanks for dropping by. Vas, can't stop, bro. Just want to stop by and wish you luck, bro. Killing it. Thanks, man. That means a lot to me, mate. That means so much. Thank you very much. I've got you down for a future show if I ever do another one. We shall see. And oh, the wife's together. She's the one that brought us back together after many years. Yeah. So thanks, Rabia.
Oh, I want to say thank you. Well, Rabia. Yeah. If it was left up to me and my dilly-dallying, it would never have happened. So thank you, Rabia.
Yeah, she's the tops, man. She's good. Yeah. She has her moments. You're Rick Meister. I hope you're not working too hard, buddy. Yeah. Rick's a hard-working dude. And I think we'll get the final comment here. Vas, can you please hold up your copy of Point Break and make my day? It's my copy of Point Break. I can't even. Oh, look. It's just for you, man. Stone Cold Classic, Point Break, 100% pure adrenaline. One of the best action movies of the 90s. One of the most loved action movies of the 90s. And all of a sudden, people are turning against my mate Keanu. I can't believe it. I am an FBI agent. That's what I think about that.
That's it. Yeah, he gets to flex his acting muscles in there. I mean, seriously though, Point Break's. I like to call it a whole good value for money action movie. It kind of feels like I think its running time's about just over 2 hours or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
You get to about an hour and a half, and you're thinking, if the movie ended now, I've had, lots of action for my money, but it doesn't end there. It goes on for another half an hour, and you get half an hour's more action and stuff like that. It's just a good time. How can you turn on Point Break?
I know it's great. I remember I watched it just last week, and there was honestly it's been a while since I've seen it, and there was a bit where the Patrick Swayze's character trying to get away, and he gets Keanu on the plane, and he's just about to get away, and he leaves Keanu without a parachute, and he jumps out of the plane with the other guy who's like almost dead, and I didn't remember what happened, and I'm like, what's Keanu gonna do? What's he gonna do? He hasn't got a parachute. Where's he gonna find a parachute? And he just fucking jumps out of the plane. I'm like, Keanu, what are you doing? He just jumps out of the fucking plane. I'm like, bloody hell, man.
And do you know why? Do you know why? It's because it's 100% pure adrenaline, mate. You said it's in the box. Right, yeah. It's on the box, man.
Yeah, man. It's proper engaging, man. Honestly, all the way through. Yeah, and it's got the best car chase come foot chase in cinema history, in my opinion.
Is that one where the dog gets launched as well? I always remember.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and he smashes through the glass, and it's crazy, man. It's so good.
It's good. It's Catherine Bigelow directed that, isn't it? Catherine Bigelow.
Yeah. It's produced by James Cameron as well, and they worked again together with Stranger Days, which is another fantastic film.
Yeah.
Super underrated film. Yeah, man. Yeah. That was good. Did you know? I was reading up on this that Ridley Scott was going to direct Point Break at one time. It was in development for like 4 years or something before it came out, and Ridley Scott was going to direct it. So that would have been crazy, man.
I wonder how that would have turned out.
I don't know how good he is with
me. To be fair, he'll either knock it out of the park or it'll, Prometheus. Enough said about Prometheus, but yeah.
Okay, I'm going to quickly go to some more comments because I think we've been talking for about 5 minutes. And I'm sorry, Matthew. I should have known that it was Australia. It's not the same thing, is it? It's Josh Hobbs Horror. Oh, hi, mate. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, what a guy. This guy's one of the OGs, man. He's one of the first people who subscribed to my channel. And he's a wicked dude, man. Super supportive of everybody. Nice. Shout out to Josh, man. He's an awesome dude, man.
I take a Hobbs Horror reference to In the Madness. Is that right?
I don't know. That's Hobbs End, though, isn't it? Although the book's called Hobbs. Is the book called Hobbs? I don't know. I should ask him that.
Okay.
If you're there, mate, let's just give us an answer. I don't know. What does that one say? It says evening hop. Yeah, absolutely. Clap, clap, clap. I hope they're clapping for Point Break because it deserves a round of applause. Ridley Scott would have been great, but I feel it's more of a Tony Scott. That's a very, very good comment.
Absolutely.
If Tony Scott had made Point Break, that would have been that would have been something else.
That would have.
Although if he made that, we might not have got last Boy Scout, and that would have been devastating for me.
True.
So I'm actually quite glad it was Catherine Bigelow because she did a bang up job.
She did.
Right, so that's definitely all the comments going, and I think I'm gonna move on. So I really want to get into this John Carpenter tag, and we'll find out the questions, and we'll go through some answers, and hopefully the chat will want to join in as well and give us some answers. But you know, Pete, we've known each other for so long, and but you know, we've been out of touch. Oh,
yep.
You know what it is? I've just got a message here saying that you got a bit of an echo of when I speak. You can hear an echo on your end.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you want to try putting some headphones on, or
yeah. Let's see if this works.
But it's not very loud. But it's just a little bit of echo when I speak. I can hear it speaking.
Is that a bit?
No, that's terrible, mate. No, I can't hear anything.
I can hear you perfect, but you can't hear me at all, no?
No, it's gone. That's it. That's brilliant. It must have just been like a delay. So yeah, cool, man. Say something else. Oh damn, it's gone off again. It was perfect there for a second. Now it's gone off again. Should we just go back to the other one? It's not a very loud echo.
Okay. Right.
So, yeah, I mean your volume is perfect. I think it's just a little bit of echo from when I talk.
Can hear some kind of delay, something like that. So sorry for annoying people.
It's fine, man. It's fine. Right, yeah. So I was saying we've known each other a long time, but there's a big mass period of time where we were like totally out of touch. So like for years and years. So there's a lot of things, you know, I don't know about you, and I would like to find out what you think about a variety of things. But you know, my first question is, I've got this theory, you know, about people that like movies and people that like horror. And this is my theory. I'm not saying this is the case. It's just like hypothesis I've got. And this is the theory, mate. It's that there's two types of people. Yeah, there's people who are film buffs.
Yep.
Yeah, and those same people are horror fans. Okay. And also there's people that are film fans, but they're actually but they're really horror buffs. For me, for example, I'm not a film buff, I'm a film fan. I like my movies.
Yeah.
I'm a horror buff. I love me horror. Yeah?
Yeah.
So the question is what are you?
What am I? Based on that.
You know what it is? You know what it is, mate? Think about it for 2 seconds.
Yeah. Okay.
You know how I can tell the difference between horror fan, horror buff, film fan, film buff? Is that if you imagine it's 30 years ago, mate, and you go into a video shop, and it's the first time you go in the video shop. Now, where do you go in that video shop? They have all the different genres. Do you go to the new releases? Do you go to the classics? Do you go? Me, I make a beeline for the horror section first. That's it. I'm there.
If I go to HMV, straight away it'll be the horror section.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm always looking for hard to find Blu-rays that have been released. And it'll be the horror section. So I would go and say that I'm a horror buff, but a film fan at the same time.
I know you like your movies, mate. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I
mean,
I think
you've shown me a lot of non-horror movies that I would never have watched.
Yeah.
So and I knew you loved your movies, like, but yeah, that's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. And
I I tried up until becoming a parent, and now I can sleep on my feet like a cow. But I used to try to watch a movie every day, one movie every day. That was my mantra. One movie every day. You know, it would be brilliant if I hadn't seen it before, and that way, you know, I'm at least doing, you know, 300, you know, something movies a year, something like that. And then obviously you do a couple more. So I would always try and get 300 to 400 movies in a year. But then, like I say, the kids came along, and sleep on my feet. So I have to be, you know, watching a movie for me at the moment, just because of, you know, my age, you know, being an old dude and stuff like that. I really have to kind of plan it. I have to make sure that I've had a nap beforehand and everything like that, because it's, you know, the amount of times where I wake up on the sofa and I'm like, the credits are rolling, and I'm like, no, or the last 30 seconds of the actual movie, and I ruined it for myself, and I'm like, no. So yeah, I try and plan it now and watch it, but watch as much as I can. But there's some, you know, some good stuff coming out. Yeah, I'm excited about this year. I mean, it's all about Evil Dead Rise for me. I'm super excited for Evil Dead Rise. Like, so.
When is that coming out?
I don't know, but I think it's streaming straight onto Hulu. I think it's a Hulu original. Yeah. So, but I'm hearing September, October, something like that. It's had a sneak preview.
That's not very encouraging, is it?
Well, do you know what? I mean, the new Predator, you know, getting rave reviews at the moment. Looks great. I have to say, it looks great. And that's, you know, that's coming straight onto Disney Plus. So it's going to be the way forward. Like, yeah, I mean, I would like to go and see an Evil Dead movie in the cinema. I'd like to go see a Predator movie in the cinema, preferably, to be fair. But then again, old lazy Pete, you know, I'll turn on the telly, and if my remote control says, "Hey, Pete, Evil Dead Rise," all you got to do is just press that button. I'm going to press that button.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's free. You know, somewhere the bank accounts go cha-ching, cha-ching. So yeah.
Awesome, man.
Cinema all the way, but I am lazy as well.
Aren't we all, mate? Aren't we all? We're tired all the time, aren't we? You get to a certain age, you just all the time. You just like, I can't even get off the sofa, mate. I'm just gonna stay here, and I can't. I'm so tired. I can't even go to bed. I just lay on the sofa, just like with the I can't even change the channel, mate. I'm just laying there like monged out, and it's like, get up, get to bed.
I don't want us to descend into two old farts, chat, but you know, it's true. We are two old farts. I'll tell you something, Bass, right? A couple of months back, I put my back out, right? Do you know what I was doing? Putting my socks on, mate. Putting my socks on and putting my back out, man. You know what I mean? I never thought I'd see the day. I was a whippersnapper. Fiery and that, I had energy and that, but now I put my back out, put my slippers on and that, and so yeah, never mind.
You gotta be careful, man.
No, exactly.
When you got one back, you don't have a spare, do you?
No, that's it, man. That's it. Yeah. I always remember my dad was 50-year-old, and obviously I'll be 50 in 4 years. And I always remember writing his birthday card, and I just drew a picture of the Grim Reaper just stood over him over his bed, saying, you know, "That's you, Dad. That's you." I get the card, and he was like, "That's fucking horrible. That's fucking horrible." And now I'm 4 years away from receiving that card.
Man, time marches on, doesn't it?
Yeah, totally, man. Totally.
Right, let's get back to these comments. The next one is Hobbs Horror. All right, yeah. I'm a big fan, Josh. Always have been, always will be. OG, original gangster. Hobbs is my last name, of course. Oh, right, of course. I should have known that. Ridley would have cast Harrison Ford instead of Gary Busey.
True.
Maybe. I don't know. Gary Busey's awesome in the movie, man.
Yeah.
I love him in that film. He's like got pot belly, everything. He's like, but he doesn't care. He's like, man, that's when he was good. Yeah.
I mean, the good part about the late 80s and the early 90s is Gary Busey was popping up in everything. They were like, okay, we need a sidekick. We need a little bit of laughs, a little bit of a comic relief here. Who do we get? Go get that big book tooth Gary Busey. Give him some money. Get him to just, you know, throw some money at him and just don't even give him a script. Just say, talk to the camera, Gary. We'll just record it and add it into the movie. And that's what he did. I mean, you just can't go wrong with Uncle Red from Silver Bullet. Like, it's just amazing. I actually want Uncle Red as my uncle, man. I still I wish he was my uncle. Like, but when he tells that joke, he always calls me that. Like, come here, Gary, give us a hug. Like, brilliant.
Oh man, classic. You know what's funny? You know, the Point Break. I'm going to talk about Point Break again. He's got really good supporting cast. Gary Busey and John McGinley's like the captain. You know, the shouty one who's always in a bad mood, and that they're half the bad guy team in this Ice-T film called Surviving the Game. Have you seen it? Ice-T. He's got like dreadlocks. It's like Hard Target. It's like Hard Target, but Ice-T's the guy instead of Jean-Claude Van Damme. And it's like 4 guys out to pay money just like to kill him. Was it like the Dangerous Game?
Is Rutger Hauer in that?
He's one of the other ones. That's right. And there's like a black dude as well. And I think F. Murray Abraham is one. And it's like 5 baddies. So anyway, both of them, Gary Busey and John McGinley, are 2 of the guys. So it got into my head about that movie. I've not seen that movie in so long. So I was looking for it. I couldn't find it anywhere in streaming. And I went on a torrent. And I saw it on there. And I thought, oh, wow, great. So I downloaded it. And then I was like, got myself a nice space of time where I sit down and enjoy a bit of Ice-T, getting chased by a bunch of dudes, and I was gonna have a good time. And I put it on, and it wasn't Survive the Game. It was this movie called Surviving 9/11. And I said, start. I'm like, that's not Ice-T. What's going on here? Dreadlocks. And it was like totally the wrong movie. So I just cannot find that movie anyway, man.
Surviving the Game.
Really good film. Seen it?
I'll do a research. I'm pretty sure, right? And maybe someone out there in internet land, or maybe yourself, as you can tell me this. I'm pretty sure this week I've seen a new movie pop up on Amazon Prime, and it's I'm pretty sure it's a remake of that Surviving the Game movie. I'm pretty sure it's I'm trying to think. It's got in. Is it that Clint Eastwood? So is it Scott Eastwood? I think.
Right.
It's either him or a Hemsworth. They're interchangeable. The ones which it's either Eastwood or it's Hemsworth, but there's an action movie, and I'm pretty sure it's basically like Hard Target. Yeah, exactly. So I'll keep an eye out for that, because I remember it was good. It was a good film, and it had that guy who always reminds me of Ben Kingsley. He's like the poor man's Ben Kingsley. Ben Kingsley. You can't afford Ben Kingsley. Although, man, I have to say Ben Kingsley would probably turn up to a shop opening.
Yes, Ben Kingsley actually is the poor man's Ben Kingsley, because he doesn't do anything. Yeah. Right, I've got to get some of these. Got through some of these comments, because they're not a reference, but I dig the movie. All right, he likes In the Mouth of Madness. Why wouldn't he? My old mate Ricky doesn't even know if he's seen the movie or not, which is just ridiculous. How would you not know if you've seen In the Mouth of Madness? This guy's just... Anyway, let's not talk about that. The Monkey. Hobbs Horror, were you able to catch up on your Freddy? All right, yeah, they're going through the Nightmare on Elm Street series on their streams, weekly streams. I think Midnight Hour it's called. And... I think they did just done Freddy's Dead, and they're going to do third one, Dream Warriors, next, which is the second best.
After Freddy's Dead, they'll need a bit of therapy after Freddy's Dead.
Absolutely, man.
Probably want to take a fortnight off and just try and wash their brains, cleanse it out. And that. Was Freddy really the Wicked Witch of the West? Yeah, that's all that.
Did you get a chance to see it at the cinema when it came out?
What, Freddy's Dead?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I think I did.
You did? I saw it with my sister. I remember going to see it with 3D glasses and everything.
The 3D glasses and the baseball bat going.
The 3D was shitting him, man. Absolute rubbish.
Yeah. I think it was one of the first 18s that I saw, that and RoboCop 2. I think it was.
At the cinema?
Yeah. Back in the day, when people used to.
What year was that? It was. What, you saw RoboCop 2 at the cinema? Yeah. Is that what you're telling me? Yeah. That was like 1990. That was 1990. You got in at 18 when you were 14.
Yeah, I was drinking in Darlow at 14. At 14. I probably had my catalogue clothes on, mate. You know, I probably went in the suit.
How mad is that, man, dude? I remember me and you going to Darlington to go see Child's Play. and we weren't allowed in. We went all the way on the bus to go see. Do you remember? We went all the way on the bus to Darlington to go to the cinema to see Child's Play, and we were about 12 or 13. I think we were about 12.
I think I remember
And
that.
they didn't let us in. We couldn't get in because we weren't old enough. And just 2 years later, you got in for an 18, man. That's amazing.
That was Canon Cinemas, though. Canon Cinemas, they were either, total nightmares, or you could literally just bomb in. But yeah, RoboCop 2. So RoboCop 2 was an 18, I think.
Yeah.
And again, use my timeline here as well. But Highlander 2 as well. I remember going to see Highlander 2, but that was a 15, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah. I saw Ricochet at the cinema. That was my first 18 movie I saw. So I would have been 15. And I saw Ricochet.
Really good movie. That's a really good movie to see at the cinema. Your first 18 certificate, Ricochet.
Yeah, man. I was well. I just felt after that I fell in love with John. I mean, I already loved John Lithgow from Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
And then that came out, and then a couple of years after that, or maybe the next year, Raising Cain, and I fucking adore that film. And then Cliffhanger. And he was just the man there for a while, and then
Tour de Force, John Lithgow, because he did that movie, which I've seen years and years and years ago, but I could not remember it or tell you what it's about. But it was Life According to Garp, I think, with Robin Williams, and I think he played a transvestite character or something like that. And I think he got nominated for an Oscar, or some large award, but I'm pretty sure it was an Oscar. And then after that, all this work started to snowball in. But some cool casting agent went, "You actually look quite evil. Let's cast you as evil people," and it worked perfectly. It worked perfectly.
Yeah, man, he's a good character actor, man. He's always plays a good baddie. Go on.
Oh, sorry. I even like Dexter season 4 because he's the Trinity killer.
I've been meaning to watch that. I've never seen Dexter, but I was meaning to watch season 4.
Season 4. Yeah. It's all about John Lithgow and the Trinity killer. And they're all right, but season 4, it's all about.
Is he not do like one of his quiet performances in that movie? Because I like him when he's over the top,
I mean, both essentially. He's kind of hiding in plain sight type of thing, but when but he's batshit crazy, what he does to his victims, and he's ritualistic and everything like that. He's full on crazy, But yeah, get it watched. It's season 4, like I say. Skip the rest. It's all about the Trinity killer. Right,
I'm going to crack on with these comments. I don't want to get behind. Hobbs Horror. We have the next films to review still, but yes, we are getting there. That's it, man. The Monkey. Question for your friend. Does he own the Evil Dead game, and what does he think of it? Have you got it, mate?
I do. There it is.
It's good.
I'm just getting into it. I'm loving it, to be fair. But I don't know about you, mate. I don't know if you play games or anything like that. Online games, I'm not a fan of them. It's the strangers talking to me, Americans and that, going, "Oh man, fuck you," and all that kind of thing. It freaks me out. So I like just first person game mode, where I'm playing AI rather than actual real people, and they've just released that mode. They've just released the Explorer mode for it, so I'm super happy. But it's great, and they've just released a bunch of Army of Darkness content for it as well. So I need to explore that. But it's the best Evil Dead game so far, hands down, without a shadow of a doubt.
Fantastic. Next question. This is Tristan Clex. Oh, hiya, Tristan, mate. That's nice to see you here. Wow. He used to be called the Collector Man. Really nice guy, this dude. Hello and congrats on your first live stream. Oh, thank you so much, mate. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. Video Tasties. Gareth, do you know your ass from your elbow? Yes, I do, but there's plenty that don't. Thank you for the question. Actually, that might deserve a... Hold on. I've got it here.
What?
Gotcha.
Right, next question is from the Monkey. Question for you, Vas. Being the horror expert, in the original Nightmare on Elm Street, on the bed, did he kill and absorb the mother? They never show him as her, as he did show up as her before. Right. I might need your help here, Pete. In the original Nightmare on Elm Street, the bed did he kill and absorb the mother? All right, when he's like, it's like, all right,
He's on fire and stuff like that, and he's strangling her on fire, stuff like that.
They never show him as her, as he did show. Yeah, whatever you think, Monkey, I think you're correct. So that's what I think. I think it's up for. Yeah, you could have it either way. What do you say, Pete?
I always think at that point, I've never thought about it.
I never thought about it either.
This is all new, and and the monkey is probably right there for sure. But I just had, I thought she died in that scene. I thought that she met her demise at that part, and then at the end, I still don't like the kind of almost tacked on ending where she gets pulled through the window and stuff like that. I'm not a fan of that. I love Nightmare on Elm Street. If I could snip off the last 30 seconds of that movie and just fade out with the kids going 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you, that'd be a perfect way to end that movie. Thank you very much. There's no need for that crazy crash test dummy.
Yeah. So is that last? Do you think that last 30-second scene is that a dream then? Is it? Or is that really happening? I think it's totally ridiculous. So it must be a dream.
Yeah, it's got to be a dream. It's got to be a dream. I mean, it's a nod to the audience to say we will make a sequel, but narrative wise, it doesn't fit for me. Like it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm. It's just. Is he killing her? Yeah, I think is.
I think he's killing her. I think
agreed. That's him. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Moving on. It's Dutch. Hi, mate. Thanks for popping by. Hello. I hope you're well. The monkey. The father after Freddy's skeleton killed him.
What do you say? You talking about Nightmare on Elm Street 3? Isn't that Nightmare on Elm Street 3?
The father after Freddy's skeleton.
That's 3 in the junkyard.
Yeah, when they were in the junkyard.
Yeah. That's part 3. Great film, part 3, by the way. I love part 3.
Yeah, part 3. Incidentally, I mentioned it only in passing. I've got a wicked short. What do I call them? I call them like a clip show of Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, like an essential cut. So I'll cut the movie down into about 12 minutes. It's like 3 different parts, and it's ace. It's really, really good. I do it all to music. You should check that out on my playlist, my essential cuts.
I think I've watched it. Yep.
Have you?
Yep, I've watched it. I liked it.
Good man, thank you. Video tasties. Hi all, just stopped on the motorway services. All right, man. I hope everything's okay. Don't pick up any hitchhikers. That's my advice. The Dutch film buff. The first movie I saw in the cinema was probably Oliver and Company. All right, okay. I've never heard of that movie. Have you?
Is it like are we talking Broadway Oliver? Is that what we're talking about here? Oliver and Company.
In the cinema, you said.
I don't know that movie.
Just the type of film Dutch film buff would watch at the cinema.
Yeah.
Myself, I don't think if it was on there, I might just skip that movie.
Please,
anyway. Maybe. I'm not even sure. Lithgow is this is 101 Bronson, Jeff. Lithgow is amazing, Dexter. You got to check it out for sure, Vass. No doubt you'll love it. It's on my things to do list to watch that. I love Lithgow as the villain in Blowout. Oh, absolutely. When it kills a little bit, John Travolta. Brilliant film. And yeah, man. I love everything about that movie.
Yeah.
Raising Cain. The man knows. Cain is a fantastic film. Must watch. Oh, you got it, one. Nice one.
Yeah, I've got it. Yeah, I need to watch it again. That's a really
I've always loved that movie, man.
Yeah.
Blowout, another great one, and a bit underrated with Lithgow as a villain. Yeah. Classic. What horror games non-movie memorabilia? I'm sure you got lots of that stuff, Peter.
Well, listen, there's a game called Visage, and I don't know if anybody have heard of it or not. You can buy off the PlayStation Store. it's genuinely terrifying. You know, I struggle to be able to get more than half an hour. I play half an hour of it, and I actually have to have a breather. There was one time I played it for a couple of hours, and I had to phone a family member just to get a friendly voice on the phone to chill myself out.
Really?
It's horrifically scary. Like, yeah. So Visage.
What's it called?
Visage. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's
on PS5, is it?
So, well, it's available PS5 or PS4. PS4 was the platform I bought it on, but you can still play it on PS5. But yeah, I mean, it's terrifying. Terrifying.
That sounds awesome, man. Sounds like the type of game is like you would buy the console just to play the game. That sounds fucking amazing, man.
Yeah. No, absolutely. You kind of lose yourself in it, and like I say, it's in a lot of cases it's too much. Like, it's sensory overload.
I want to play that game, Pete. I really want. If I ever come visit you, can we play that game, please?
Totally.
Awesome, man. Video Tasties Gareth, thoughts on Anaconda? Anaconda, Pete. Is it a top 10 90s movie? Is it in your top 10?
No, it's not. It's not. I mean, I've seen Anaconda, and I remember having, a good time with it, all them years ago. But it's not a movie that I've ever gone back to revisit, because once you've seen a CGI snake, you've seen a CGI snake. So, Lake Placid, people, love Lake Placid and revisit Lake Placid and stuff like that. And it's, with Anaconda, it's very kind of similar, but it's not a movie that I would go back to Lake Placid, I think, before Anaconda.
Yeah. I don't know. Do I like Lake Placid more? Lake Placid's a lot slower, isn't it? There's not actually that much crocodile or alligator action in that movie, is there?
It's got Bridget Fonda. It's Bridget Fonda, man. It's Bridget. Anything with Bridget Fonda, I'll
Although Anaconda's got Jennifer Lopez and it's got the other bird who's gorgeous. What's her name? What's her name? I had her in my top 10 of people I used to have a crush on. I've forgotten her name now. But
I remember Jennifer Lopez, but I can't remember anybody else.
There's another one as well that's in there that's really, really pretty, but she dies. She's in fucking Eight-Legged Freaks. She's the sheriff in Eight-Legged Freaks.
You know what? I was actually reading an article about her the other day, right? Did you know she was in like loads of skin flicks and stuff like that? She was like an adult entertainment actress, I guess you could call her. I mean, she's butt naked all over the place.
She's got too much class to do that, man. Are you sure?
Telling you. She's not. We're not talking hardcore porn here or anything like that, but lots of skin flicks. This girl's been in.
Like Shannon Tweed sort of movies.
Shannon Tweed type things, yeah, absolutely.
I've seen any of those movies because I haven't. Admit that. 101 Bronson, Jeff, and of course Cliffhanger with Sly taking on Lithgow. I remember watching that at the cinema. I loved it. Did I go? I must have seen that with somebody. I can't remember who I saw that with.
So it might have been with you, Vas.
It might have been, yeah. I remember we went to see Army Darkness together. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember I was going out with a girl, and I remember us all coming out afterwards, going, "Yeah, that was brilliant. She was like, "That was shit." And I was like, "What the fuck?" So there was never a future there after that. Like, to be fair, there was, it was not happening. But yeah.
Yeah. Right, let's keep going with these comments because there's a few. Okay. Gareth, you instigator, haha. Yeah, man. They're trying to goad me into saying something. I'm not going to turn on the chat. I just don't want to say that right now. Actually, I've got a thing there. Right. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. Right, let's continue with these comments. It's a Disney movie. The Oliver and Company. It's a Disney movie.
Right. Okay. Like a musical.
Sounds like it, doesn't it? The Monkey. What is your holy grail horror film that you love so much you'd want to be buried with? Go on, Pete.
I always struggle about this one. Your favorite horror? I've got lots. I mean, I've got lots of favorite horror movies, but my two movies that I've probably seen more than any other movie, horror movie wise, are The Thing and The Exorcist. I don't know which one is my number one, and I don't know which is my number two. So I'd probably be greedy and take both Blu-rays with me in my car. I couldn't live without both of those movies.
Fantastic choices, mate. Do you prefer the version you've never seen of Exorcist or the original version?
Well, I like the spider walk scene. So
Yeah,
it would be a shame to lose this.
yeah,
It's a strange one. I like both cuts.
yeah. It's a bit slower though, isn't it? It's a bit. There's some extra scenes there that are like superfluous to the movie. Like, it slows the first half of the movie down, and the first half of the movie is already pretty slow.
True.
I mean, I love the movie. Don't get me wrong, but that first half of the movie, I think, I think if they could have just put that spider walk in, and I quite like those little touches, like when you'll see like the face will come up on the in the kitchen. I like those little bits; they were cool.
As well, it also has a little bit more of a horror score to the version you've never seen. You can hear, the original cut of The Exorcist is a very, bar, tubular bells. There ain't much music at all in that movie. In fact, if anything, going off memory, but on the version you've never seen, there is some kind of, you can hear kind of like it's aggressive music in the background, which is different to the normal cut. So I like both, mate. To be fair, but if I'd have to go with William Friedkin all day long, and he prefers his theatrical cut. So you can't disagree with William Friedkin.
Cool. I think mine would be if there was one I would keep, it would be Exorcist 3. Because I love it so much, and it's the only movie that I don't watch very often, because it's like I don't want to overwatch it because I don't want to spoil it for myself, because it's the only movie where I'm like, I have to have the perfect environment to watch it, and I want everything to be like, I normally watch it by myself, and I watch it like lights down, volume right up, and I just want the perfect environment to watch it, and I can just like get that same feeling I do watching the movie, because it's
the Exorcist 3 and The Exorcist, and I completely get where you're coming from about setting the scene, having it be just right, quiet, cinema surround up, especially with that jump scare. You need that to work. But The Exorcist and The Exorcist 3 are atmosphere movies. They're not a horror event movie or cats jumping out of wardrobes or anything like that. They're atmosphere movies, very much like the Japanese version of Ring is an atmosphere movie. It's creepy. There's the score, the sound effects. It gets under your skin.
The horror is like tangible in it. You can like feel it coming off the screen. It's
absolutely.
Like it's like you're scared to go near the screen. You know what I mean? You're like you're like backing away from it when it's playing.
Exactly. I always remember that. I always remember that story that I think it was Spielberg watched Paranormal Activity before it was released, and something like that. And I think he was that disturbed by it, he asked for his assistant to take the tape or the disc out of his house because he felt that it was that much of a bad do. I remember my mother very much was like that with The Exorcist. Oh, don't bring that movie into the house. Oh, it's bad luck and all that. Oh, So it already had that. It was already scaring you before you pressed play on your VCR. It already had the jump on you. I think it's a perfect film, and I think that it's. I'm talking about the Exorcist one. I think that it's. I think Mark Kermode said it, and I completely agree with him. It's not only the best horror film of all time. It's the best film of all time. So it's the docudrama. It's the documentary aesthetic to it. You know what I mean? It was the first time the occult brutally was depicted on movie, and was presented to you in this docudrama, almost kind of nihilistic, realistic, gritty feel, and no one was prepared for that. No one was prepared for that. It's not so much the spinning head that makes that movie scary. It's what makes it scary is it's bloody realistic. And the performances are naturalistic and realistic, and everybody's on the rear game. The director's on the rear game and stuff like that. So it's a perfect film.
Have you read the book?
I've got the book, but I'm not a reader.
You know what it is? I got it on Audible, and the book is very, very close to the movie. So if you want a sort of experience of The Exorcist without having to sit down and watch it, like just if you're in your car or whatever, or just lying down and listening to it, it's super, super close. especially when the Audible one is read by William Freakin, not William Freakin,
William Peter Play.
William Peter Blatty. He does he reads the book, does all the voices on it. So it's really good. And the weird thing is, all the bits that I missed out that are not in the Exorcist, they're in Exorcist 3. There's loads of scenes in the Exorcist in the book that are actually in Exorcist 3. Like, the stories that Kinderman tells. Like, he doesn't want to go home because there's a carp in the bath.
Yeah.
Yeah? He says every time he goes in the bathroom. That's in the Exorcist. There's a bunch of scenes in Exorcist 3. The dialogue scenes, the witty sort of banter that they have with Kinderman and Father Dyer. It's all in the Exorcist. He cribbed it out there and put it in Exorcist 3, which I think is great. So if you get it on Audible, man, just listen to that, man. It's really, really good.
Okay.
Right. Let's continue with these comments. That is a good question, Monkey. Please tell us about your favorite horror movies of all time, Vass and Friend. So I think I've already said what my favorite movie is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, okay, I'm going the wrong way here. Jeff, I just started playing the new release, The Quarry. I heard a lot about this on PS4, interactive horror game. Pretty good. Looking forward to playing it some more later on when I get home. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about that game.
I'm looking forward to playing that one. I played Until Dawn, which I believe is the same developers, and I really liked Until Dawn. Throwback to the old slasher, but this one looks a little bit more polished, and I think it's I hear it's quite long, and it's got Dewey from Screaming. Dewey from Scream's in.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah. So
I want to see you more about games, man. That's something that's kind of out of my wheelhouse because I don't really have time to play games and things. A lot of these games sound really good.
Yeah, I tend to just buy them and then they sit on the shelf, mate, because I never have a chance to play them. I'll play the first 5 minutes and it'll get tough, and then I'll come back to that one, and then.
The Dutch film buff. My favorite horror games of all time were Resident Evil and Silent Hill on PS1. Groundbreaking stuff. I agree. Yeah. Silent Hill. If you said Resident Evil 2, I would be there with you totally. Those two games, Silent Hill and Resident Evil 2. That's when I used to play games, and they're fantastic games, man. And you can get through them as well, which is great. A lot of games you get stuck and you can't get through them. But I remember Resident Evil 2. It was on 2 discs. I think it was on PS2, and that was such a great game. And Silent Hill, it's very atmospheric.
2 seconds, Vass. I'll just be 2 seconds.
Yeah. I'll keep going through these comments, mate. I need to catch up. Jeff, agree, Raymond. OG Resident Evil and Silent Hill are great. Absolutely. I've actually not played the first Resident Evil. I heard it was really, really difficult. I got into it, and so I played Resident Evil 2 and then Nemesis, and then Resident Evil 4 on what was it on? On a different console. And then I think I stopped there. I don't think I've played any of those. Jeff, still have a PS1. I really have to track down a copy of Silent Hill, actually. Yeah, man. Totally. That is a game. Jeff, well, William Friedkin was once very negative about Al Pacino, my favourite actor. So, yes, you can disagree with Friedkin strongly, I might add. Absolutely. Horror Freak 85. All right, mate. Nice to see you here. Got to do a few things before my show in a few hours, but saw you were doing first live. Wanted to stop by, give you a like, and say hi in your first stream. Oh, thanks, mate. Cheers, dude. This guy here, just a few weeks ago, he had Tom Matthews on his live stream. I missed it as well, but he had a Q&A with Tom Matthews talking about the Return of the Living Dead and Jason Lives, and amazing, man. I fucking love that guy. He's so cool.
Me too. He's the original Jarvis. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Well, not the original.
Well, not the original, but the best one.
Yeah, it was Tommy Jarvis.
Yeah. Totally, man. How cool is that? Jeff, go on.
I was just to say he was in Return of the Living Dead 1 and 2. Is that right?
1 and 2, that's right, yeah.
Character in both movies than that day, I think. You got Pepper.
No, the best thing about Return of the Living Dead 2 is the poster art on the for the movie. I love that poster art on Resident Evil. Keep saying Resident Evil 2 on Return of the Living Dead 2, because the movie, it doesn't really hold up, does it? I like the setting, and there's some good scenes in it, but it gets goofy as fuck, man. I don't know why they made it so goofy. With that Michael Jackson bit, it's cringe, man. When you watch that, it's so cringe. Oh my god. Anyway, and the one scary thing in that movie is the bully. You know, that kid, that bully kid. He's like very like, it's like you're scared to go near that kid when he bites the back of his mom's head. And he's a proper baddie in that.
It's been a long time since I've seen Return of the Living Dead 2, and that's what I remember about it. You know, it kind of jumps the shark. It's a goofy ass film. Like, and you know, Rec 3 did that as well. Rec 3 went all comedy in that. Now, the wedding and that.
The wedding one, that right? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, why did you
do that? Yeah, he did so well with the first two. I mean, I actually prefer the second Rec, the first Rec. But, because the second one goes straight into it, man, and it's like proper, like leans into the possession bit.
You've got to play those movies back to back, Rec 1 and Rec 2. You know, it's a double bill. You just, you know, you watch the second one straight after the first one. It's a good time. 3 hours of good horror.
Absolutely, man. I remember when I came to visit you that time, you bought that from I think it was HMV. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Oh, Rec.
Yeah, Rec. Yeah, I remember we went to buy it on DVD. Right, Jeff. Yup, David Arquette is in it, and also Lance Henriksen. Oh, cool, man. Okay. Favorite snack and beverage to eat while watching a movie. Do you have one? I'll munch on anything you like. I'm not that bothered. Whatever's around, I'll dig in.
I like, you know, whatever crisps are going. To be fair, I'm kind of into spicy crisp at this point in time. But drink wise, I do like a glass of red wine now and then. But again, I fall asleep. So you know what I mean. So but apart from that, you know, give me a bottle of juice, something like that. Yeah, lots of
absolutely. Next question. Good stuff, man. Actually, I should drink. My wife made me a smoothie. I should get this drunk. She made me a smoothie.
That's so nice.
She's awesome, you know.
Yeah.
She's so much for me. I don't deserve her. Jeff and Ariel Winter from Modern Family is also in it. Game got a really good cast. It sounds like it.
It does.
The Monkey Stars. My favorite game to play on the PlayStation. I'm not familiar with that game. Are you?
Stars, not like do you know, like an added content type games. You know, Stars is the police force from Resident Evil, is it not? And I think is Stars not like kind of an add-on, additional levels where you're just bombing around.
I know there was a lot of spin-off games from Resident Evil. Like, remember that?
I don't know though.
Yeah, the Monkey back when I was a kid. Crash Bandicoot was my game, says Jeff on PS1, but always found it bloody hard, especially considering it's in essence a bloody kid's game. I hate hard games, man. I always quit. I can't. I like games I can get through. Don't know why they make games so hard, man. I don't want to spend 50 minutes doing like one jump or fucking getting through one little section and like you have to start at the beginning every time you die. And I can't take it, man. I can't take it.
Crash Bandicoot level where you're constantly going up, and there's these spinny little platforms. You've got to spin them in order to spin it. So they create a platform which you can jump onto, and you screw one bit up and you fall all the way back down. You got to start again, and that. It's infuriating.
Where's the fun in that, man? Honestly,
it's infuriating. But I do like the Abe games. Do you remember them? Abe's Odyssey, Abe's Exodus. There's an Abe game on the PS5. They're brilliant games. I love them.
Awesome. Right, this is the last comment, and we're going to go on to the John Carpenter tag because I want to get this thing. We've been going almost an hour. Wow.
Well, okay.
Dutch film buff. My parents were also really cool. Watched RoboCop with my father when I was a kid. They never really objected against violence in movies. Nowadays, people are different. It is a different game now, isn't it?
I think it
you want to get a movie like RoboCop now, would you?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think it depends on the tone of the violence. RoboCop, the violence, although it's graphic, it is still quite comic book. It's kind of fun. Melting. You know what I mean? And it's not serious or anything. It's not like Martyrs violence.
Yeah. Murphy's death though is hard to watch, man. I have trouble watching that. That is like brutal, fucking brutal. Yeah, man. When I saw the first time I saw the uncut version, I was like, oh my god, that's. It's like it's hard to get over that bit to get to get to the tone of the rest of the movie because it fucking hits you in the face that scene.
True.
Anyway,
True.
awesome. Another comment, right? Last comment, and then we'll go on to the John Carpenter tag. 101 Bronson, absolutely, Raymond. I could pretty much watch any movie and play any game. Definitely different for a lot of kids nowadays. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have much supervision when I was a kid, so I didn't watch much. But my parents weren't really into films and games. I'm pretty sure they weren't. They didn't. I don't think. I remember watching stuff and like my dad would just give me funny looks, like saying, "What the hell are you watching? We watching this for?" I remember when I used to come at vacation times from uni. I used to come home and I used to have like a month off before I used to have to go back, like between semesters. And I would spend the month like just like watching stuff, like looking for. And my mum would always say, "Every time you come home, there's always loads of horror films on the TV. I never see horror films on TV when you're not here." And for some reason, when I come home, there's loads of horror films because I'm always watching horror films all the time. She said, "They always seem to just turn up when you're here." I don't know. Anyway. All right, there's a couple more comments. Let's get through these. All the F reviews. What would happen if Garrett took a week off YouTube? I don't know. I think the world would stop spinning because that guy throws out content like it's like he's just like it's keeping him alive. Just content all the time. He skipped mine. And I skipped something.
Oh, did he ask about the Blair Witch Project? Did you answer about the Blair Witch Project?
Was there a question about the Blair Witch?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, look, there's a bunch of things there. Okay, right. Crash Bandicoot also play. Okay, here's another one. How did I do that, dude? Crash Bandicoot. Oh.
We did the Crash Bandicoot.
Also play the Duke Nukem 3D port. Oh, fucking love Duke Nukem, man. That was a game. Yeah, that was an awesome game, Duke Nukem. Yeah, I don't think I've missed anything else, dude. I don't want to go too far back, so I'm getting. Oh, okay. Another question for Vas. How do you feel about the Blair Witch Project? I love the. All right, okay. Go on, Pete. I know you love the Blair Witch Project. Go on. Can you tell me something about Blair Witch? I know you do, mate. I watched it. Well, the first time I watched it, I remember it was with you, and I wasn't that impressed.
I was very lucky that I saw it kind of pre-hype. I knew all I'd heard was that there was this movie shown in Sundance that is a documentary about a witch, and people were fainting, and that's kind of all I heard about. And I remember I had a word with our mutual friend and said, can you get me this movie? And they came back with a videotape of it, and it was still just at Sundance. So we all watched it pre-Sundance and everything with a slightly different cut that actually came out as well, just a slightly different cut. And it terrified me, I looked at the website, I saw the posters, and I really bought into it. It played like a snuff film, and it just felt like it was forbidden. And I hadn't seen Cannibal Holocaust, or the last broadcast at that time, so it was the first found footage that I'd ever experienced at that point in time. And I remember that at that point I thought it was genius. But obviously, it's the movies like the Blair Witch Project a 10 a penny. But I still have a fondness for it. But obviously, it's lost its impact from the initial view.
I prefer the remake. I'll just say that. That's all I'm going to say. I like the remake better. The one from 2016.
I like that film. I went to the cinema to see that film. I liked it. It had its moments. Especially the claustrophobia introduced in the story as well. But original for me. I like the bare bones of it.
That's good, man. I wish I liked it more. It's just you don't see a witch in it. I was always disappointed because I wanted to see something and you never saw anything. So I got disappointed. Okay, right. He skipped your Duke Nukem comment too, Bronson. Oh, have I missed something else? I apologize if I missed any comments. It's the first time I'm doing this. I'm doing my best. Right. How's it going, guys? This is Ricky, All Day F Reviews, at a party and just done a challenge and my ears are still ringing. Ricky always goes for it, man. He always goes for it. He's up for anything.
Frank the Tank. Like Frank the Tank type thing.
I guess. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means.
Will Ferrell's character in Old School, he's called.
Oh, right, okay. Right, yeah.
He gets broken. He goes far too far, and Frank the Tank.
Yeah. Ricky is Frank the Tank. That's exactly what he is. That's great, man. I'm going to call him that from now on. Thank you. I appreciate you giving me that. Which challenge? Yeah, I want to know which challenge.
Yeah.
All will be revealed tomorrow. I'll edit from my hangover, maybe saying. I'll watch that with great interest, Ricky. Hangover, yeah. Ricky, drink a Budweiser, it'll make you feel better. Absolutely. Jeff, awesome. Looking forward to tomorrow then, yeah. Right, I think it's time we get on to this. Have I got a banner for it? Can I just show that? Is that going to work? John Carpenter tag. Okay, let's do this. Right, so this is the John Carpenter tag, and it was made by Sean Ershan, and his channel is the Horror Corner. The Horror Corner. And there's 10 questions, and we'll go through these questions, and let's see what we get. So I'll let you answer first, Pete, and then I'll answer, and then we'll see if anybody in the chat has got an answer. So this is the John Carpenter tag by Sean Ershan, and the question number 1 is, what is your favorite music score from a John Carpenter film?
That's a tough one because they're all pretty awesome. You know, I even have a total soft spot for Halloween 3. I think that soundtrack is absolutely awesome.
Yeah. I guess it's not. I think it's anything John Carpenter's done. Then I guess it doesn't have to be directed by him.
Yeah. I mean, I think you know, there's so many good ones. The Fog is bloody chilling, and it's a great soundtrack. I can actually listen to that all the way through. But I've got to be boring and say Halloween because it's a bloody anthem. You know what I mean? It's absolutely iconic. People haven't seen, you know, people might not have seen the movie, but they hear that and they know it's associated to the film Halloween because of that music. It's iconic. So as much as I love loads of other stuff, I've got to select that one.
Let me think. I think my favorite one. You're right. There's so many to choose from, isn't there? I'll say my favorite one is I'm going to go old school, and I'll say Assault on Precinct 13. I think is a fabulous score. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah,
I love that score. I think it's wicked.
Movie tonight is better. I think a Bomb the Bass and Assault on Precinct 13. You know.
Wow.
Do you remember that tune, Bomb the Bass? So they took the riff.
Okay.
On 2 on the Amiga, and they lifted the Assault on Precinct 13 music. And I was introduced to that before I'd actually seen Assault on Precinct 13.
Okay.
I love Assault on Precinct 13. I mean,
yeah, me too, man.
The music is as much, same as Halloween, the music is as much a character in that film as anybody that's actually on the screen.
Yeah, I reckon with a good score, man, it's like it's drawing you in enough that it doesn't really matter what's happening. It's like that just the music will carry you through whatever's happening. So between bits of action or dialogue, just a good score, man. I think that's what John Carpenter cracked, is that the effect of having a really good score. It's like it completely changes the movie.
Absolutely, it's like I said to you a couple of weeks ago. I watched Carrie. I watched the new Firestarter, and it's a piece of shit. You know, the movie's a piece of shit, but the John Carpenter score is brilliant. And I said, Vasi, you know, I just closed my eyes and listened to the music and pretended I was watching a bloody good film because the music it was such a shit film. Great score. Strange.
Absolutely. So let's see if anybody in the chat has answered the first question. Okay. Jeff says Halloween for me. Yeah, that's a fucking good one. Also, his Escape from New York soundtrack is an absolute killer.
It's a good soundtrack, right?
It is, yeah. Dutch film buff, I agree, Vas. I saw it on Precinct 13. Yeah, you can't mess with that one, man. That's so good. That's lovely. So we'll go on to question 2, and it is the most underrated John Carpenter film. You first,
thought about this one. For me, it's got to be In the Mouth of Madness. Not enough people talk about In the Mouth of Madness. It's the final part of the End of the World trilogy, the John Carpenter's End of the World trilogy, and it's a fantastic film. It's a film that I go back to a lot. a quote from when I'm at work and that, you know, I'll spit out some old liners like "Come on, you old bitch," and stuff like that.
I was thinking that exact same line when you were saying that, you know, the exact same line.
Exactly. I love it. Not enough people talk about it. It doesn't get the love that it deserved. It didn't at the time. It still doesn't now. It's completely underrated. I love In the Mouth of Madness.
You're gonna be jealous, but I saw In the Mouth of Madness at the cinema, mate.
I am jealous. I'm jealous.
Yeah, jealous. I fucking loved it, man.
Right.
As soon as I saw it, I just fell in love with it. Yeah, I think it's his last great movie of John Carpenter's is In the Mouth of Madness, which is unfortunate. But yeah, man, what a film! What a film! Right, so most underrated John Carpenter film. I'm going to go for Prince of Darkness, because Prince of Darkness, I think, is just a cracking film, man. Like, that's another one that just like sucks you in, and you just like, just a feeling of dread all the way through, man. And it's, I don't know, man, it's just.
I think the first time I saw Prince of Darkness, I wasn't a fan, but it's one of those movies.
No, me neither. Honestly, yeah, I remember that.
Right.
I don't know if I saw it with you the first time I saw it. I don't know. I think we were at someone's house and they were watching it on TV. And I didn't realize it was like, it didn't feel like a John Carpenter film. I'm like, it's just a John Carpenter film.
I was like,
I love John Carpenter. This is not very good. And then I watched it again. I think I watched it was on Channel 4 or something. I watched it in widescreen, and I don't know. It was just, I was just out of sync. And then I watched it again properly, and it was just amazing all the way through. It was like, it's just a fantastic film. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's my choice. Yeah,
a good choice.
Yeah, although there's some goofy effects in that movie, like, isn't there?
Well,
she looks really weird with that blonde wig on, and the face is all like Freddy. But she's got the blonde wig on. It looks so weird.
Big hands, like Mr. Blobby hands. She got big Mr. Blobby hands.
It's weird, yeah. And then the scene where, sorry, go on.
Oh, I was going to say, I think he just had a box office disaster with Big Trouble in Little China beforehand, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And he definitely done a studio movie and had a horrible time. I'm thinking it's Big Trouble in Little China. So he went back to small independent filmmaking, working with tight budgets and everything. I mean, that's kind of what he does. But yeah, Prince of Darkness is one of those ones that, like I say, it took about the third or fourth
on you.
Yeah, and then I got it. Yeah, it was, it's kind of a horror movie that's a bit more about the metaphysical, existential threat, that kind of thing, rather than, I'm John Carpenter, he's some Rob Bottin effects, that kind of thing. It's not that type of movie. The first time I watched it, I was like, fucking devil swirling around in a jar. What are you talking about?
Just seems goofy, doesn't it? And the water spraying out the mouths, just But when you get it, you just get it. Yeah. Honestly, I used to like rate my John Carpenter films, and that one goes up and up and up and up. So it's definitely right up there with my favorite John Carpenter films. Another cracking film there. So let's see if anybody in the chat has given an answer. Halloween, I agree. Yes. Assault Precinct is also awesome Carpenter. Just has too many. Absolutely does, man. Too much to choose from.
I went to see him in concert a couple of years back in Edinburgh, and he was magical. I was just in awe of being in the same room. I'm not saying he was next to us. He wasn't. He was on the opposite. But just being in the same building as the John Carpenter, like I was like, I'm going. I think people thought I was going to church that night because I was super excited. I'm telling everyone, I'm going to see JC. I'm going to see JC. Well, yeah, old dude rocking away, and as he's playing, the theme from The Thing or Halloween, and so there's massive movies in the background playing along with the music, and that awesome. If you ever get the opportunity, amazing.
Oh man, that'd be so awesome. That's my sister Rosina. The score from They Live, especially the quiet bits, let you focus on the peril. Wow, what a great comment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man, They Live is
you forget about that score because it's what doom 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 doom. Yeah. Doom 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 doom, and it starts off like this almost like a hobo song, where he's homeless at the beginning. It's very much a hobo's theme, and then it becomes this doom 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 doom. Yeah, absolutely great score.
I still feel that Big Trouble in Little China is his most underrated movie. I think that's kind of gathering steam now. Big Trouble in Little China. I think people seem to be like loving it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was at the time definitely, man. It was so underrated. Shame it wasn't the hit it was deserving of. But yeah, that's a good comment. That.
Yeah.
Or Dark Star. Yeah, Dark Star was interesting. It took me a while to get that watched, but that is a good movie. Another one with some goofy effects, with the alien with the big ball. But it is a good movie though. I can't really Dutch film buff. I can't really answer this question, to be honest. Everybody is a Carpenter fan nowadays. That's true, and I think that's a good thing. I think everyone should give him his due. Do you see that thing where Jordan Peele, where someone had said, "Oh, you're the greatest director," and he says, "Oh, I'm not taking that slight on John Carpenter." That's
quite right as well. Quite right. You know, I mean, listen, I do like
that impressed me.
I'm looking forward to his new movie, but you know, you have to notch up a few more classics to be in the same conversation. But you see, and that's this comment is quite interesting, and I always wonder where John. Remember that movie Sliding Doors with Gwyneth Paltrow, where you know she makes one decision and then her life completely changes. It all boils down to the thing. If the thing's successful, John Carpenter has a completely different career. He's got studios that trust him, and I think he goes on to make more The Thing type, perfection type movies with full creative control, etc., etc., etc. But it doesn't. It bombs. It forces him down a different career path, but also, more importantly, something was never the same for John Carpenter. Inside, it almost like he was a broken man. It devastated him. The thing, being a flop, but also the critics absolutely. I think he got called a pornographer.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's mental. So
critics don't know shit, man. Critics don't know shit.
And the thing now is widely rated as one of the best science fiction movies ever made. But
Ricky made this crazy comment. I don't know why I mentioned Ricky again, but Ricky made this crazy comment saying that the thing effects don't hold up. Like they don't hold up now. I'm like, what? They look awesome.
They've never been better.
They're like so impressive. It's like, I don't know, man.
I was at the I took my daughter to go and see The Thing when the 40th anniversary. It was like 3 or 4 weeks ago, so it was shown in the Cameo.
Oh, okay.
So I took my daughter along because they don't check IDs. It's like a student cinema type thing, and watched it on the big screen. Believe me, it holds up. Full big screen right in front of it. It holds up. The effects are great, and the effects don't work if you don't have that dread and paranoia. It was lightning in a bottle, that movie. Everything worked. It was perfection.
I heartily agree. Jamie Hart, hello. Hi, Jamie. Nice to see you here. Jeff, 1-1 Bronson. Well, yeah, that is true, but I still feel many don't really get Big Trouble in Little China. Yeah. It has got a strange tone, and if you're not in sync with it, then yeah, you might not like it. Hi, Jamie. I saw Big Trouble in Little China in the theater. It was fantastic. Wow. I'm jealous.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Big Trouble is an absolute blast. Always a good time watching that one. That is a fun time. The Monkey, I just got back. I didn't get to see the Fog 2005 review, but what do you think happened when the film ends? Isn't he the last one alive on the town holding the corpse of his girlfriend? Just got back. I didn't see your the Fog review, but what do you think happened when the film ends? Isn't he the last one left alive on the town holding the corpse of his girlfriend? I think doesn't the girlfriend die and she turns into a ghost and Blake takes her away and they all go off. She goes off with Blake and the rest of them.
I can't help it, mate. I try and scotch that film out of my brain.
I know, man.
To leave room for good stuff.
Yeah, man. That movie cannot be saved. I've said it many, many times. You cannot save the Fog. The Thing is a masterpiece, Jamie Hart. The Thing is a masterpiece and always was. Most critics are just tightwads. Lol. Exactly.
100%.
Don't be jealous. Seeing things in the theater shows my age. No, these are the things that it's the experiences that you keep forever. I'm so glad of the movies I've seen at the cinema. It's like I was just at the right age at the right time and saw the movies that like change everything for you. And like I said, like really beloved to you now. So yeah, man, I am jealous. I can't help it. Sparkstron, hi guys, just showed my kids Evil Dead 1 and 2. Loved both. 7 and 12 years old. We'll show them the thing sometime. Absolutely, man. That's the way to do it. Those are the you got to show your kids. Sorry, go on.
I hope it wasn't the full uncensored version of the original Evil Dead that, maybe cut out the tree bit for your 7-year-old. Put that out. Maybe fast forward that.
Yeah, didn't need that bit. Okay, let's have a look here. The monkey, her soul, yes, but he's left holding the body. Oh, okay. Jeff, lol, yes, I wish I saw these in the theater, Jimmy. Absolutely. That's awesome spot. Yeah. You want to watch it before your kids start watching YouTube videos where they ruin movies, like this channel called Dead Meat. Janice something, some knobhead, and his whole channel is like he does kill counts, and he just ruins every single good movie by just showing the kills. He shows all the cool bits, and now like my kids have seen a million of his videos, so I'll watch a movie and they don't want to watch the movie with me because they're like, oh, I've seen all the good bits, so they don't get to experience the full impact of a story from beginning to end. So this knobsack, dead meat, fucking just ruins movies. I hate that guy. I put a curse on him. Goddamn, Janice, whatever his name is. Fuck him. Right. Anyway, I just thought I'd say that. Where are we at? I think The Golden Child is underrated. Eddie Murphy. That's a movie I always went together with Big Trouble in Little China back then. That was one of the only ones I knew of that had the same. Yeah, it's a good one. I like it when he's in the where they go to the temple and he has to ask him for the knife, and the old guy's like, let him do it. He goes, he has that thing, he has to roll it, and he does it like he's doing a record. He goes, I want the knife, please. Yeah. That's funny, man.
I saw The Golden Child at the cinema. And
did you really? Oh wow.
Yeah, with Paddy, I think we walked to Darlington to go and see it. We walked there. But it's like a PG, and it shouldn't be a PG. There's child murder, there's blood all over the place, feeding kids blood and everything like that. It should never be a PG. But it's weird. I watched it about a year ago, just on demand or something like that, and tonally, it's kind of all over the place. But also it's also got it's quite mean spirited, the film. It's not is it a kids movie, but it's not really a kids movie. It's actually that's kind of, and I think it's an interesting double bill, this choice with Big Trouble in Little China, because both movies are tonally uneven, and both movies you couldn't really market them correctly. Is it an adventure? Is it is it this? Is it that?
Yeah,
who knows? But I do like The Golden Child, but it's that's no kids movies. That I have to say, there's some stuff in there. Like I think
absolutely, I mean, he doesn't say the F word, but he swears a lot in the movie.
He does.
He gets away with whatever he gets away with. But yeah, man, Eddie Murphy's tops in that movie. Yeah. He's not a great actor, like, but when these comedy bits, man, he does them beautifully.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next comment: the monkey watching that Nick Cage scene sure fucked me up. What movie are we talking about? Nick Cage. Oh, I missed the comment.
I might have missed the comment.
Nick Cage movie. Anyway, we all love Nick Cage, and he's back. He's back in that movie with that stupid title. What's it called?
Massive Talent.
Yeah. That's it. That one there. It's awesome. I saw that in the cinema. It's really, really good movie. Nick Cage is back. Let's have a look. Jamie Hart, if it came out in the 80s or 90s, I probably saw it in the theater. I probably lived there growing up. I was the same with 90s because when I was in uni. That was when I had a cinema really close by and I had lots of free time, and I used to just try and watch everything I could. So yeah, man, I watched all the classics there. I watched Seven, watched all those Nick Cage, The Rock, Con Air, Face Off, saw them all at the cinema. Event Horizon, Lost Highway, David Lynch. I saw that at the cinema, which is that was the one movie when I came out the cinema, and I was like, I didn't know where I was. I was like, it was nighttime, and I came out the cinema, and I was like blinking and like wandering around, and it took me about 10 minutes to like get myself together to go home because that movie was just, it blew my mind, man. That movie is like, it's a really, really good movie. It's my favorite David Lynch movie, easily. Yeah. Right. In the theater, watching that Nick Cage scene sure fucked me up in the theater. Okay. Still not sure what movie that is. Jeff, absolutely, Raymond. Big Trouble and Golden Child make for an excellent double feature. Agreed, absolutely. Jeff, in fact, I go so far as to say Golden Child is the most underrated Eddie Murphy movie, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'll go along with that. What do you think?
It's certainly not best defense.
He's good in it, though. He is good in it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, I would say Golden Child.
Yeah. Dead Meat is spoiled. Yes, absolutely. I don't even like Ian ruin those documentaries. Have you seen those 3-hour documentaries? Like I can't remember what they're called now. They're on Shudder. The best
in the search of madness, or
in search of the 80s, in search of darkness. That's the one, mate. That's it. And he's in those, and I'm like, every time he comes up, I'm like, get off, man. Don't like you. Go away. You don't know shit. Sparkstone, yeah, forgot about the rapey tree. Luckily, it was slightly cut version.
Good.
Good for you, mate. Jamie Hart, man, the rapey tree is disturbing, but I've seen way worse. Yeah, but were you glad you saw way worse?
Funk. It's the sound. Funk. Yeah. It's just like that.
The monkey underrated Eddie Murphy film, Holy Man, hands down. I saw a Jeff Goldblum in that one. That is a good. It's got a bald head as well, isn't he? That is a good film.
No, I've not seen it. I remember that. I remember seeing the video box. I can see it at the video shop, but I've not seen the movie.
You know, that is a good movie. It's on TV all the time. You should check it out. Yeah. Sparkstron, oldest has seen Predator, Alien, Aliens. They live. Got to give them a good grounding. Kids get exposed to worse horrors on the news. That's true. That's true, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, what an awesome selection of movies.
Definitely.
Jeff, also a pretty good one, Monkey, but also feel Metro and Showtime are underrated Murphy flicks. I did not like Showtime. I couldn't get into that. And I saw Metro again recently. I saw it in cinema when it came out.
Did he have
action's good. Yeah, action's good, but it's just he's not funny enough in it. I like him when he's funny, and he just ain't funny. I mean, he's all right. He's just not the old Eddie Murphy. Like, I like Boomerang, the funny bits in Boomerang, but it's just the movies. I don't know. I just didn't like the story very much. He's a bit of a dick in the movie, isn't he?
Yeah.
I even like Distinguished Gentleman. I don't mind it. Like, the little comedy bits are good, but the actual story doesn't like pull you along. Where are we at here? Agreed, Sparks. Right, yeah. Not the bees. That scene I was in the theater watching. All right, okay. So we're talking about The Wicker Man.
So it was you who went to see The Wicker Man.
It's a fun movie, man. It's a bad movie, but it's fun to watch, man. It's good. It makes anything watchable, almost. Jamie Hart, Lost Highway is being released on 4K soon. So happy about that. Oh, wicked, man. That'll look excellent in 4K. Forgive my crude American way, but are you guys Scottish? Your accent reminded me of my GG. Oh my goodness. I have to...
What's a GG?
Emotional damage.
No, I am not Scottish. And Pete, you don't have a Scottish accent at all.
Well, she might be picking up a twang because I have lived in Scotland for 20 years. So it's weird because when I go down the northeast, people say you sound Scottish, but I don't hear it at all. Yeah, totally. But
do you say juice? Do you say juice? I want some juice. Do you say that? Juice instead of pop. You say juice. Doesn't matter what it is. Can of Coke, it's juice.
Yeah, bring me my juice. Bring me my juice.
Anyway, where we at here? No, I'm from the northeast, and Pete's from the northeast. He just lives in Scotland. The Dutch film buff. I'm such a big fan of the original Wicker Man. Just don't get why people are always talking about that horrible Nick Cage remake. Must be a generation thing. Yeah, I like the Wicker Man. I don't love it, but I like it.
I like the Wicker Man as well, but people talk about the Nick Cage thing because it's a meme. It's a meme.
It is, yeah.
The meme's a phenomenon, you know what I mean? And that's unfortunately will taint the memory of the Wicker Man for forevermore.
Jamie Hart, I like the Nick Cage version, but I know that not many do. It's fun, man. It's like, at least it's not boring. It's the worst thing a movie can be is boring, and it ain't that. Gigi, great grandma. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought it was some
roots.
like a boyfriend or a girlfriend or something like that. And I thought, I'm not down with the kids, Gigi, but great grandma makes sense.
The Dutch film buff, Lost Highway is phenomenal. Yes, sir. I always get emotional when Arquette and Pullman are making love on Song of the Siren in Light of the Car. Yes, but everything in that movie is just a trip, man. It's trippy as anything. I love that phone scene, man. When the guy comes in the party, he's got no eyebrows, and he has that conversation. Just the guy's voice is like, "I'm at your house right now." He's like, "What are you talking about?" He says, "Here, call me," and he calls him, and like he answers. He's like, he calls his home, and he answers. He's like, he's talking to himself. It's just it's trippy as anything.
Yeah.
Right. Lol. Sorry, my family comes from Loch Leven, so I was curious. No problem, Jamie. Right. Should we get on to the next question?
Do it.
Oh, there's another comment just came up there. Dave Boosty. Hi, everyone. Hi, Davey. Nice to see you. The next question was, quickly get it on my screen here. Okay, we've just done favorite music score, most underrated John Carpenter film. The next question is scariest scene in a John Carpenter film. That's the third question. Scariest scene in a John Carpenter film. Come on, let's do it.
That's a difficult one. That's scariest scene. Oh, okay. Scariest scene in a John Carpenter film for me. There's loads, but it has to be Jamie Lee Curtis in the foreground of Dean Cundy's beautiful photography, and in the background, Michael Myers is waking up, and he just does that head tilt and goes like that. That's the scariest moment for me from a John Carpenter film. Then there's hordes, but yeah, that stands out. That I was a kid when I saw that, and that broke me.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I don't find once you watch the movie a certain number of times, it just unfortunately the bad thing from that is that they become less scary. So I mean, you still appreciate it, but it's just and you remember the feeling you had when you watched it and when it was scary. So you can still appreciate it. But I would say the one that I remember when I was a kid that really did proper terrify me was in The Fog, where you just had this scene in where he's in the boat and Tom Atkins is telling the story about his about coin and Jamie Lee Curtis, and then the body falls out, and the next scene is at the morgue, and Jamie Lee Curtis is like in the foreground, and there's a table behind him with that body that they found, and he's out, and Tom Atkins is outside with the doctor dude, the guy from Assault on Precinct 13, and they're talking about the body, saying that it's been it was only like last night that he went missing, and it looks like he's been under water for 2 weeks. And meanwhile, Jamie Lee Curtis is in that room, and then the white sheet starts moving, and then the hand comes out, and then he just gets up, and he comes off the table, and he's like walking towards her, and she's facing the other way, and and he's got the scalpel in his hand, and then he just falls on the floor. I remember the first time I saw that movie, that scared the shit out of me. That did. So that was the scene that really just like.
Do you know when you think about it, my example and your example are technically the same, the same gag.
You're right.
The same gag, you know.
Yeah, getting up and and she's not aware of it, and he's coming from.
It's Carpenter's. It's Carpenter's style, you know. I mean, only he. Well, I think he was the first real director that I ever noticed that utilized, you know, a widescreen format, you know, properly.
Yeah.
And I remember reading an interview with him once, and I think a lot of distributors would say to him, you know, well, we're gonna have to. Do you not want to film this with, you know, 4.3 in mind for when we put it on TV, that kind of thing? And he was like, I don't care about putting it on TV. My movies are for the cinema, and he just didn't care about anything like that, which is to his credit, brilliant.
Awesome. I'll quickly go to see what the people in the comments said. Dave Boosty, great to be a part of the first live stream here. Well, I'm super happy that you're here, dude. Welcome. Hassan, so far stream's been fantastic. Oh, thanks, man. I'm having an awesome time. What can be better than sitting with your best friend talking about movies? I mean, come on, that's like, it's heaven, man. That is heaven. Next question. Hey, Dave. All right. Just say hello. I don't just saying hello. Anything in Halloween scenes? Yeah, but the set pieces in Halloween, man, you just cannot beat them. Anyone who says Halloween's boring, there's something wrong with them, and they're missing out. Fucking missing out. And I have heard a lot of people just like dissing Halloween, and it hurts me to the core. I've got to say, I take it fucking personally. But thankfully, nobody in the chat's saying it because I don't want to attack the chat. That's the one I was going to say for Halloween. There you go. Someone agreed with you exactly. Well done, Jeff. Great minds think alike. Or the thing with that dog scene. Yeah, fantastic scene. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Another movie with just tremendous.
See my Thing T-shirt, dude.
Oh wow, man, that is super cool.
All of them on there, and the wee map and everything like that. That's awesome, man.
So you gotta be fucking kidding me. That's awesome, man. I love it. Right, next question. Oh, I've missed something. Hi, Dutch.
I think someone was saying something about Tyra Banks in Halloween.
All the things dog scene.
Quite right.
Tyra Banks acting in H20, H2O, A Crewman Deed. I think you mean Halloween Resurrection. A Crewman Deed because she had to make a time making a cappuccino when I saw she died. I was cheering. Yeah, man. Even the kills didn't save that movie, but never mind.
I was cheering at the credits.
Yeah, I was really let down by that movie because I liked H20 very, very much. That was so awesome watching that at the cinema when the title screen comes up and the John Carpenter movie music comes on when you're sat in the cinema. Honestly, man, it's like, oh, it's just like just the effect of that. See Halloween and the John Carpenter theme comes up. I was like, my heart skipped the beat, man. It was so amazing. And then I watched Halloween Resurrection. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? This is dog shit.
Yeah.
Right, sorry. Jamie Hart, scariest scene in a Carpenter film has to be the dog scene for me. I feel so bad for the dog. Yeah.
Everybody did, especially when that gunshot goes off and it's like, it just literally horrible. It's horrible. It still gets me.
That was an awesome impression. Huh? Scariest, shooting that little girl in Cold Blood Precinct 13. That was shocking. That really had an impact on me as a kid. Yeah, I wish I'd seen that movie when I was younger, man, but I was quite old when I saw that movie.
I watched a wee video on JoeBlow.com the other day, and they were talking about Assault on Precinct 13. And apparently, when the MPA cut the film, they said, get rid of that fucking girl dying, and you can have an R rating. Otherwise, you're going to get an X rating. And he went, yeah, okay. And he promised to cut that scene out, got his R rating, but still sent the full uncut version out anyway.
Oh, man. Awesome.
Sticking it to the man.
Fantastic. That's like that movie is like just like an exercise in suspense all the way through, and then punched with awesome action scenes, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tyra was in Resurrection. That's exactly right. Yeah. Jeff, me too, Jamie. Poor dog. In the thing, yeah, of course, the thing we got that, man. Jamie Hart, but I also got freaked out by the scene in The Mouth of Madness when the old lady behind the counter is hiding her tentacles. Yeah, man.
The old bitch.
The old bitch. Yeah, the old bitch. Absolutely. I love the Halloween NBC version even better. Is that the TV cut?
Extended.
It's got a couple of extra scenes in that, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I think I've got that. I think both versions on my Blu-ray, but I always just watch the original. Jeff, well, good for you that the cheater Patrick isn't here. I understand he hates Halloween. Patrick, man, has the dodgiest taste in movies I have ever known. only surpassed by Ricky. But never mind. We all like what we like. Jeff, I was more annoyed by flipping Busta Rhymes and Resurrection than I was
Did he-
with Tara.
Wasn't Busta Rhymes doing karate in that movie?
He was, yeah. He did a karate kick on Michael Myers. Fucking hell, man. Who thought that was a good idea? I do not know. Jamie Hart, Patrick hates Halloween. What? This is exactly. It's unforgivable. I mean, what is wrong with that dude? I'm on a stream with him, but I'm not going to bring it up in a few days.
Don't bring that elephant up. No.
He's another one who doesn't like Point Break. He doesn't like Point Break, and he doesn't like Jacob's Ladder. What's wrong with the man?
How you know?
He likes in what's that movie called? The one I've never seen. Where he saws the Human Centipede. He put Human Centipede in the greatest movies of all time list after the 2000s onwards. He put that in there. Anyway, he just likes to be different. But yeah. Where are we at here? Dear Boosty, the theme music of Resurrection I feel was funny enough. Oh, I'll have to. I didn't watch the movie again to check that out, to be honest.
Yeah.
Jeff, yeah, from what I understand, he does. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he gives him a karate kick.
Yeah.
So silly. The monkey, trick or treat, motherfucker. I laughed at all the kung fu in it. In a Jason Voorhees film, felt like Bruce Lee in horror film rolled into one. Trick or treat, motherfucker. I like that line. Jamie Hart, the monkey. I found that so entertaining. Lol. Yeah, you got to give it an entertainment factor. Jeff, I absolutely hated that. To be honest, monkey. Yeah, and it's fine. It's not appropriate for that movie. The monkey, Michael Myers, my bad, both in Virgins and White Masks. Yeah, I think that's because he confused H20 with Resurrection. 101 Bronson, I chuckled for a second, but then I realized how dumb it was. Yeah, totally ridiculous. He doesn't like Jacob's Ladder, but loves the Icky Centipede movie. Yeah, what? I need to have a talk. Yeah, please, can you have a word with the dude? He needs help. Let's go to the next question. It's age, you know. I hope I don't go like that when I get that old. And question 4 was, what is the most suspenseful scene in a John Carpenter film? That's a fucking hard question. What is the most suspenseful scene in a John Carpenter film?
This is easy. This is easy, Vass. It is the blood test scene from The Thing. You can't beat that scene. It is the most suspenseful scene from any John Carpenter film. I challenge anybody to give me an example of anything more suspenseful. It's the epitome of the word suspense, that scene. So it's the blood test scene from The Thing for me.
Second, I almost got it. I've added it. Sure. Okay, more suspense. Oh, fuck it. Keep making spelling mistakes. Never mind. What is the most? Okay, right. So you picked the blood test scene from The Thing. Let me think. This is one I should have really had time to think about because all his movies are like suspense. He's the master of suspense, for God's sake. I'm supposed to pick one.
You've got the campfire scene at the start of The Fog, which is beautiful and perfect.
It is, yeah.
But is it suspenseful?
No, it's not.
It's more haunting.
Suspenseful scene in a John Carpenter film, you think? Trying to think one that's going to beat yours, Pete. But I can't really. Yeah, I think you're right. I cannot think of one that's going to beat yours.
It's that scene. I'm telling you, it's that scene.
Come on, there's got to be something else. I'm gonna have to go with that one, Pete. I agree. You've persuaded.
It's the only logical conclusion. It is.
All right, let's see what the chat got. Maybe the chat's got a different answer. The Dutch film buff, great guy, Patrick, but I tend to disagree with a lot of his opinions on movies. He just likes to be different. Doesn't like that. Pick the right movie. He just wants a unique answer. which is just the wrong way to go, in my opinion. Blood test scene any day of the week. Yes, Jeff. I think you're right. Cool. Your friend beat me to it again. Great minds do think alike. That's it, man. I agree. Blood test scene. Dutch film agrees. The let me play with you scene with Kirstie Alley with kids. Is that Village of the Damned? I've only ever seen that movie once. I've
only seen it once as well.
Yeah, I'm not remembering that scene.
Although I do, that little kid from In the Mouth of Madness freaks me out. Like that. Was it? Are you my daddy or are you my mummy? I want to play with my mummy. You know, like
today's Mummy's Day.
Yeah, horrific. Like,
yeah. I like the bit in the shop when he says he's walking around the shop and that guy comes. He's got the double eyes and he goes, "He sees you." And then John Trent goes, "What?" He goes, "He sees you." And then John Trent goes, "What? Well, tell him I said hi." And then walks off. I'm like, "What awesome scene, that."
I do like Sam's character in that film is awesome. Like he's perfectly, he's perfectly sarcastic. Like he's brilliant.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. Sam Neill's terrific, man. He's so. I can't believe I used to not when he was in Memoirs of an Invisible Man. I didn't like him. At that time, I didn't like him. He was just one of them actors, and I'd seen him in Omen 3, and just I don't know what it was about him. I didn't like him. And then I saw him in the Mouth of Madness, and that just changed it for me. And then he was in Event Horizon, and I'm like, this guy's amazing. You should put him in every horror film because he's fucking awesome.
What I like about it is you can stick him in a turkey of a movie, and he'll still play his heart out. You know what I mean? He never turns the paycheck. He gets the brutality or anything like that. He always gives 100%. So
it's unfortunate he doesn't make more fun movies because he makes a lot of those, like period films and stuff like that. I'm sure he's very good in them, but that's not the kind of role I want to see him in because he does so well when he plays that guy who normally just goes a bit crazy. I'm like, he's so good at that. Right, Dave Boosty. Unfortunately, Jacob's Ladder, because of the twist, I find only good for 1 or 2 viewings. Oh, I think the movie's amazing all the way through, man. I love it, even knowing the twist.
I think I rewatched Jacob's Ladder recently on the back of your videos because you guys were talking about it. I showed it to my daughter as well for the first time. And I think it's
why have our names gone from the screen? I've just realised because nobody's calling you Pete and your name's Pete, and no one's calling me Vass. Why is my name gone? Let me just see if I can get my name back on again. Brand. Where the hell is my name? I don't know, man. I don't know why our name disappeared when I started putting the chat up. I do like why.
I do like that name, Friend of Vass. Have it that on a t-shirt. Friend of Vass. Stand next to you all the time. Good jobs with you.
I'm happy Fake Vass hasn't come in the bloody comments. I've been going on some streams and some knobhead has took a screenshot from one of my videos and called himself Vass and makes all these inappropriate comments about me. And I'm like, you fucker. You twat. If he was on here, I would have bloody blocked him. I know who it is as well. Fucking know who it is. He thinks he's funny, but he's not funny. Anyway, never mind. Right. Yeah, his name's Pete, people. He's Pete. He's the Pete Meister. And we call him Dead Meat Pete.
Pete Dead Meat Thompson is dead.
Yeah, I got pot shots.
Yes,
I could see my house from here. Right, I've missed a few things here, right? Okay. Case in point, Raymond. I just not quite sure what that's referring to. Jamie Hart, blood test scene, definitely. We even did a parody of that scene for a bumper on Region 3 ones. It's iconic. It certainly is. Oh my god, the blood test scene ripped off in X-Files. All right, yeah, in Ice episode in first season of X-Files, which is a fantastic episode. Yeah, I love X-Files, man. Especially the first season is just wicked. The Brad Dourif episode where it's ripped off from the Gemini killer in Exorcist 3. Another awesome episode. Right. Dave Boosty, the suspense from Laurie running up to the house away from eyes in Halloween 1 as he walks across the street. Yeah. I find that a bit funny now because she's going to the house. She's like, the keys, and she can't find the keys. The keys, the keys. And then she's asking the kid to get down. Please get down. And that kid's like,
with the pockets.
oh, what's going on? She's like, get down, this fucking bag of ice behind him. And he's like, okay then. I'll be like, hurry up, you piece of shit, I'll fucking kill you. Anyway, sorry, man. I just want to ask you, Pete, how are you doing for time? Are we good here? Or do you want me to rush a bit? Are you okay?
Listen, I'm good. I'm just 2 seconds. I'm going to ask my daughter to take the dog for a walk. Okay, be 2 seconds.
All right, cool. I'm going to continue with the comments because I want to get through these. But yeah, that is a really good scene, that, like you said there, with the I shouldn't take the piss out of Halloween because it's a masterpiece and all, but I did find that funny. That's awesome, Jamie. That is awesome, Jamie. Doing that parody. The Monkey, yes, it was. I turned it off soon after that. Not even Christopher Reeves could save that film. Yeah, that movie's very low on Carpenter moments. There's a couple in there, but yeah. You need Vampire is another John Carpenter film that only has like 2 John Carpenter moments in the movie. Like when they find the vampire nest, that's a good John Carpenter moment there. That scene there, but yeah, I'm not a fan of that movie.
Do like
Woods is the piece of shit. I just want to say that. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm saying I like the slit. I remember Vampires for the slit in half. He opens the door.
All right, yeah. He opens the door and it's
yeah. Karate chops him.
I'm not a fan of that movie. Okay, where we at here? No pun intended. Right, yeah, because Christopher Reeves, he's my favorite. Oh no, are you serious, Jamie? Oh, can we just? I have to do this now.
What?
That's my reaction to you saying that. My favorite. I can't believe that. Can you read what he says there? He says, "My favorite Carpenter film is Vampires."
Yeah,
that movie's quite misogynistic. I'm surprised that a woman would like that movie.
It hasn't aged well, that movie. Maybe James Woods hasn't aged well. Which is unfortunate because I love the movie Salvador and stuff like that. But Woods kind of winds me up. These days. But it's a shame because I really like some of his work. But Vampires is
it's weird. In Vampires, the James Woods has this scene where he says, "Oh, vampires are not like the Euro trash you see in the movies," and then you see the head vampire. He looks just like the fucking vampire. He looks like Dracula. I'm like, what the fuck? Why have they done that for? Anyway, and I don't like the filters in that movie. I don't like movies with filters on. I don't know what that is. So one thing I don't like about Tony Scott movies is that he uses lots of filters on the scenes, and I don't like filters where it's all a bit red or this that.
It's like some of his movies are like Instagram photos. It's just like an Instagram.
But that's just a personal thing. Yeah. Okay, moving on. I am amazed at the Home Alone kids showed up in the end.
Oh yeah, Jacob's Ladder, yeah.
Oh right, yeah. Oh, that's heart wrenching, that scene, man, where he sees his kid. Oh man,
you know the bit about Jacob's Ladder that gets me every single time, and I always forget about it. It's when he's in bed with his wife, his actual real wife, and his kids are in the other room, and one comes in and all that, and everything's going so swell, and then he just turns around and looks at the camera for an instant, and there's a voice from one can only assume is a demon that just says, "Dream on," just to indicate to him, you are not getting away with this. You are not getting out of this that easily, Jacob.
It just pulls the rug out from like the whole film, innit? Like this is not going to be a happy ending. It's not going to be a happy ending. Yeah, I love that, man. When he says "Dream on," that's fucking awesome. That "Dream on,"
totally. And it's also the first indication of the movie that perhaps Jacob, somewhere in his subconscious, is aware of his ultimate impending fate, because he's conscious of that voice. He acknowledges that voice. But maybe I'm overthinking that.
Oh, Jeff says it disappears when you put the comments on the screen. So I've either got comments on the screen or I've got that banner on saying with the name on, so I think that's why it disappears.
Okay.
Must be a way around that. That's annoying. That is. It is right. Let's move on. Thanks, Jeff, for that information. Let's go off the comments for a second. You'll see them. If I go off it, then that. So I need to take that banner off as well. Let me quickly take the banner off. Hey, Pete. Can I just say I'm almost at 500 subs? I'm so close. I could taste it, but I just cannot reach 500 subs. But never mind. I'm not going to beg for subs off people. I'm not that kind of dude. I'm just here for the crack. Right, let's get back to these comments. Where we at? Okay. Fever Dreamland Theatre. Hey, it is Anthony. Anthony is a smashing fella, dude. Are you a fan of the Twilight Zone, Peter? The series? Have you seen much of the Twilight Zone?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I've watched it. I've watched quite a lot of black and white stuff.
Anthony is a cracking dude. Does cracking videos. He doesn't just do Twilight Zone, but that's basically his niche. But he does lots of great videos about like classic films. You should check out his channel, man.
I like the sound. I mean, quite a lot of the original Twilight Zone stuff.
He has lots of cool information about movies and that you don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, Anthony, you're a top dude, and I'm so happy you're here. As you made my day there. Better late than never. Thanks for popping in, man. Have to refresh, but what's about? Yeah, and we're very, very well. We're having a great time. I'm having an even better time because you've joined us. Dutch Film Bus. One of the issues I have with vampires is the casting of the bad guy. He's a bit of a wussy. Yeah, he's the guy from Karate Kid. Yeah.
Oh, I see the guy from Karate Kid.
That's right. Yeah.
Right.
You know, he was in. There's this movie from the 90s, and it was when John Lithgow wasn't doing very well with his movies. He made an action movie, and Thomas Ian Griffith was in. It was called Hollow Point, and John Lithgow was the baddie. And I think, what's the name of that chick from Wayne's World? What's his girlfriend called?
Asia, Tia Carrera.
I'm pretty sure she's the it's like a buddy movie, and he's teamed up with her. And anyway, it's quite a good movie actually. It's a bit of a low rent action film, but he's in it and he's quite funny. So he does make good movies. But yeah, I agree. As miscasting that is, although he has presence, but yeah, it is miscasting. I agree. Good comment there. It's got Cheryl Lee Vass. I'm a huge Twin Peaks. Oh, yes, you are. Yeah, but she gets treated like shit in that movie, man.
Yes,
she gets. Honestly, yeah, I kind of feel sorry for her. Yeah.
But she is awesome, and she's awesome.
Sherilyn Fenn is good as well.
Yeah,
she's one of my favorites.
Sherilyn Fenn, did you say?
Yeah,
I love Sherilyn Fenn.
I love it. I love it more than you
can. Sherilyn Fenn and Machen Amick. Machen Amick, man.
Oh yeah. That's the trio. That's the trio right there.
Yeah, definitely the Holy Trinity. There you go.
I'll even sit through Sleepwalkers because that bird's in. And that's the only reason I would.
You don't like Sleepwalkers? I like Sleepwalkers.
You like Sleepwalkers, Pete? Don't say you like Sleepwalkers.
It's fun.
Do you like Sleepwalkers?
It's fun, man. What Luke Skywalker's in it at the beginning, man.
Fucking terrible film, that man, Peter.
What about all the cat carnage, man? It's brilliant. She gets shot, right?
Yeah.
She gets shot, and a fucking cat blows off her back like that. What more do you want in a movie?
You know what, Peter? It has been a very, very long time since I've seen it, but that's one of the movies I just dismiss because the horrible CGI and the horrible story and just I don't know. It might hold up on a rewatch, dude. I've heard a couple of people say that it's a decent film. Sleepwalkers, really, Pete.
Mick Garris is first. I think Mick Garris made it.
Yeah, I hate Mick Garris. That fucker is the worst director in the world. He's not made one good fucking movie. That guy. I've said it many times. Mick Garris, if you're watching, dude, stop making movies. Just don't. You can't do it. You fail every time. Anyway, let's move on. Hassan, favorite non-horror genre? Action. It's always action, dude. What about you, Pete? Do you like action films?
Love action
films, thrillers, dramas. What's your bag?
I go with sci-fi. If I can't get horror, give me some sci-fi.
Right. But I bet all your favorites are sci-fi horrors, though. I bet you.
Totally. But yeah, you can't go wrong with action. What's your least favorite genre, Pass?
I would say could be musical. I know, you know what it is. I think it's animation. I don't like cartoons, dude. I don't like Pixar movies. I've seen loads of them. My kids watch them. They love them. I just don't like cartoons. I don't know. I can't get the cartoons. No matter how good they look. Or I liked Into the Spider-Verse. Is like the only one I really liked. And there was a TV show, I think it's called Invincible or something like that, on Prime, like a superhero cartoon. And I watched the full season of that. I think it was called Invincible, something like that. That was really good. I had a really good story in that. But no, I can't take cartoons. I like all cartoons I used to like when I was a kid, but other than that, like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. But no, I don't like cartoons. So animation is my least favorite, and then probably musicals, westerns. There's some westerns I really, really love, but most of the time I don't get much satisfaction from westerns. Yeah.
I would agree with westerns. I would say westerns / war films. I'm not an overly
I'm saying there's some war films I love, but I don't like any war film post 9/11. I can't watch any of them because they're all shit. Yeah, they're all shit. I liked what was his name? What's that Scottish comedian called? What's his name? He does New World Order he shows New World Order on the TV. What's his name? Fucking Scottish comedian. Anyway, he said all the war films made after 2001 were about Americans feeling bad that they killed loads of innocent people. That's what the movie's about. Every single one is about them feeling bad because they've killed loads of innocent people. I'm like, I mean, he's right, totally right. So I just don't get them.
No, I'm not. I'm not a fan of especially modern war films.
Yeah.
There's too many.
Platoon any day of the week, or Casualties of War any day of the week, man.
Yeah, I like Casualties of War. It's a good film.
Yeah, I love Casualties of War, man. Yeah. Are you VC? You fucking VC?
You VC?
You VC?
You fucking VC?
Anyway, Dutch film buff. Hey, Fever. James Woods hasn't aged well. Why is that? He's awesome. He's an awesome actor, but he's a piece of shit person. Yeah. Hardware is my favorite James Woods movie, by the way. Are you a fan of The Hardware? Just good.
I own The Hardware on Blu-ray, man. It's a great.
Do you? Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna watch that if I come visit you, man. We're gonna watch The Hardware. Really? You impressed me there. You really impressed me when you said that. You really impressed me there.
I don't think the missus liked it very much. She was like, well, I don't understand it. And I was like, don't you think it's really fucking funny though? Michael J. Fox gets it tight off James Woods in that movie. You can tangibly feel the hate from James Woods towards Michael J. Fox. It's brilliant, like it's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, man.
And the frog dog.
Yeah. Tasty. Yeah. Oh man, Pete, that's so good that you love that film. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever been in my bedroom. I mean, sorry, that sounds weird. But when I was a kid, in my bedroom, I used to have a poster of The Hardware. It's one of those like long posters. I had The Hardware and Darkman and It. I took them all with us when I went to uni as well. And then a bunch of Baywatch posters, but I took them down. Yeah, James Woods, man. Yeah, he's an awesome actor, like though. He's like the best thing in The Specialist. Have you seen The Specialist? With, him there, like he just eats up the scene, man. Every time he's on screen, the screen just fucking like lights up.
He does, and listen, I guess people could say you should be able to separate the actor from their body, you know, the person from their body of work, and I get it, you should be, and all that. Like I say, it just leaves a bit of a bad taste in my mouth, some of his antics off screen. But, you know, as an actor and the work that's actually being put on celluloid, you can't really dispute it. I mean, he's phenomenal in, and again, I mentioned it again, Salvador.
Salvador,
doesn't get an Oscar for his role of Peter Boyle in Salvador is beyond me. So it's not that I don't rate him as an actor. He's a craftsman, but as a human being, he's a piece of shit. Like,
super entertaining to watch, though. Like, when I was a kid, I couldn't get enough of James Woods, man. He was one of the people that I just like, if he's in the movie, I would want to watch the movie because I know he was gonna just like hit it out the park every time. That was Anthony saying hi, Dutch. The Dutch film buff, haha, the hard way with Fox. Woods is so funny in that one. He is, man. He is. I love that scene where he's the Michael J. Fox. They're in a bar and he's telling him to loosen up, and he said, "No, let's do a role play, and I'll be the girl, you be the yeah." And then James Woods at the end. They just runs anyway. That's an awesome scene, that man. He's always like, "That's just like a woman, twisting around, stick it in." Yeah. Dave Boosty. I just didn't like the subplot with Baldwin and the lady vamp in that movie. Yeah, 100%.
But all you needed to say there was Baldwin.
Yeah, that was another bit of weird casting, to be honest. He's not the best, is he? He's not the best.
I think he pops up as well in that Innocent Blood, the John Landis vampire movie.
Is it? All right, I've not seen that in ages.
Yeah.
Jamie Hart. Also, I like its Western feel and the music is outstanding. I don't really like John Carpenter scores when they use lots of guitars. It's just I like his synth. I like his synth scores. Are the ones that blow me away. But yeah.
His synth scores are the best. Like Big Trouble in Little China when they let him sing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that, take the mic away from John. Don't sing ever.
I love how it's all dusty. I like vampire westerns. Yeah, it is basically a vampire western. 100%. Dutch film buff. Hey, Pete.
Hey.
The monkey. You missed another one of my comments before his hey comment. I'm going to find it, God damn it. Hey. Dude, it's not on there. Oh, is it? Was it the monkey saying that? No. Oh.
Maybe it was just like the funds. Hey.
Oh, dude. Honestly, I'm trying. I really am trying, and I'm just missing it completely. Okay, that's the one. So is it? He says it was it before? Did he say, or did he say it was after?
Sorry, I was just reading that new one.
I guess the Home Alone kid showed up at the end. I don't know. Maybe it hasn't showed up on the screen. I don't know. Sorry, dude. Now I'm lost. Totally lost. Okay, that's where we were. Dutch film buffet, Pete. Yeah. You missed another one. I'm sorry, dude. Tia Carrera. That's right, Tia Carrera.
Yeah.
The Dutch film buff. Thomas Ian Griffith tried to make it as an action star. He did one action movie that was quite nice called Excessive Force with Tony Todd, James Earl Jones, and Lance Henriksen. Yeah, I think he's a good. He's good at the action. He's like a martial artist, isn't he? Jeff, question for Pete. Then, do you think that Predator is sci-fi or action? Great question.
Yes.
Basically, boil it down. Is it sci-fi? Is it in your sci-fi section or is it in your action section? Or do you do it?
Predator's in my sci-fi section.
Is it really?
Yeah, ultimately it's about an alien, and the first scene's got a big spacecraft in it. But it is action oriented, mate. You can have genre bending movies, and Predator is definitely one of them. But
is it allowed in an action list?
But it's got the world's biggest action star in it, so it tends to tell you it's an action film as well. It's both. It's both. There you go.
It's both. Okay. Yeah. I'll take that, man. I think it's an action movie, by the way, with sci-fi elements.
I think I heard you guys debating this one.
That's why they kept calling you a troll, Pete. How do you feel about that?
That's all right.
How do you feel about that?
To be fair, I was trolling. They were right. I am a troll.
You're the furthest thing from
I wasn't really.
You made every point. Like every point you made was like made sense. Was valid. Every single one. Okay, let's move on. Rosina, thank you for the mint, crack boys. Time for us to sign off. When are we going to see you in person, Pete? Are you going to come visit us, or am I going to go visit you?
No, listen, you're welcome anytime to the borders. Remember, so you're only 70 miles away. It's like an hour it's drive. But I'm going to be coming down to the northeast certainly in the next 4 to 6 weeks. I just don't know exactly when, but yeah, absolutely, I'll be stopping in.
That's cracking news, mate. I can't wait. Sleepwalkers was kind of very silly, kind of fun too. The story was I found a vampire or werewolf type rip-off thing going on. Yeah,
and it's got like
vampire
Terminator 2, wannabe special effects with the car changes for no
very
reason at all.
Yeah, they just don't hold up, man.
I'm a mystical cat creature, but I can change my car to a transformer. Okay then.
Exactly. That's why I don't like the movie, man. Those bits just take me out the movie completely. Dear Boosty, I find most dramas real boring, typically. Yeah, not a big fan of dramas unless it's like gives you an emotional connection to the story. Then, like The Father just like that movie was probably one of the best movies I've seen in the past few years, and that's a drama, but it's fucking awesome. But yeah, and you know what? I don't like drama in my horror either. I don't like drama horrors, which most like sort of elevated sort of horror is. There's too much drama in it. Yeah, fuck elevated horror. I don't like when they stick too much drama in, man. It takes you out the horror part of it. It's like I want to get that all the time.
With elevated horror, it needs to remember to be a fucking horror film. Hereditary, I'll let it off because there's horrific, genuinely horror movie moments. She's cutting her own head off and stuff like that. That's a horror film and stuff like that. Yeah. There is drama in there, but some of the drama is actually really good, and there for a fact. Midsummer, I can't get away with it.
Horror film, dude.
I can't get away with it. I can't get away with it. There are horrific elements to it, but forget that it's a horror film. I can understand its craft. I just don't think it's my cup of tea.
I wholeheartedly agree. Jamie Hart, I guess my second favorite genre will be thrillers. Yeah, thrillers. Dark thrillers are basically horror films by another name, in my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah,
dark thrillers, like thrillers. But yeah, thrillers are good. Like Seven, it's a thriller, it's a horror. I mean, what is it? It's both.
It is both.
Yeah. Casualties of War I found kind of good acting in it, but the conflict I found was boring. Oh, I'm sad to hear that, dude. I love Casualties of War. Absolutely adore it.
It rips your heart out, that movie.
It's hard to watch.
Yeah,
it's hard to watch.
Tough to watch.
Jeff, he absolutely steals the show in The Specialist for sure. Yeah, he certainly does, man. He even steals the show from the explosions, and I'm a sucker for a good explosion, and not because I'm a Muslim, by the way. That's just I don't like explosions for that reason. Okay, I like a good action set piece. And James Woods even puts the action set pieces to shame in The Specialist. I wish I hadn't said that, by the way. Another piece of candy, Family Guy with James Woods. Videodrome's a favourite, but The Hardware is a good one. The Hardware is a good one.
Yeah.
Casualties of War I found kind of good acting in it. But it was a cliche of good people versus bad people's actions, Boy Scout stuff. But it's a true story, though. But it's a true story, so they're just telling the story. Jeff, Once Upon a Time in America is my favourite James Woods film. Oh, that's interesting.
I forgot he was in that, to be fair.
Yeah, he's got quite a big role in that movie. I'm really not a fan of that movie. I've only ever seen it once. It's fucking long. Yeah. Some stuff in that film that really doesn't I don't know. Right. Kind of feel like the director just like put stuff in he wants to see himself. It's not part of the story. He says, "Oh, I want to show a bit of this and a bit of that and a bit of that," and he just sticks it in the movie. And I don't know. Jeff, or performance, I should say, because main star is De Niro. Yeah. Videodrome is prime Woods. I feel I love Videodrome. I love trippy films. Always have done. Carpenter synth score are the best. Agreed. Absolutely, man. Love a bit of synth. I think that's what got me into listening to electronica, dance music.
Crystal Method.
Yeah. Oh, you remember that?
Yeah.
Do a lot of method, yeah.
Bassy and Crystal Method. Also remember. Every time you get into Bassy's car, it's the same.
It's like it or lump it, that's what you're going to listen to. Yeah, it's good driving music, man. It's good music to drive to. Yeah.
I bet that same tape is still in your car, is it? I bet you don't have to answer that.
It's on my playlist for sure. It is on my playlist, man. Yeah, when I go in the shower, I listen to the Crystal Method, and I just dancing. So I'm having a shower. Yeah. Dutch film buff, Casualties War is phenomenal. I'm so happy. I knew you were going to say that because the Dutch film buff is a film buff and he knows his movies. I like it that De Palma keeps it simple, suspenseful, and intense. The score by Morricone is one of the best of his career.
It's got lots of panpipes in that movie from my memory.
Yeah,
really sad panpipes.
Yeah, and some of the camera angles on his shots, man, are just amazing. I love a stylish movie.
That panning shot on the bridge, where it focuses on the action, and then you see through the binoculars, and then all of a sudden the camera swirls over, and you see that the girl's being stabbed in the stomach, and she's in a really bad way, and that it's great filmmaking, but it's horrific, to be fair.
Dave Boosty, Predator is both sci-fi and action, I say. Good. Dutch film buff, but I do agree with you on that one, Dave Boosty. Videodrome is probably Woods' finest hour. Like I say, I like the Hardware. It's just because I like buddy cop films. Oh no, it's Peter 1. Ricky kept calling. Yeah, that's the Peter, and you can see he's not a troll. He knows his stuff. He's the man, the myth. Ricky was just, if he says something that he doesn't agree with, he calls you a troll. Hey, he doesn't attack the chat. Anyway, did you watch that video I did about the?
I did.
You did? Oh, good.
I did. Well, all thoroughly entertaining, to be fair.
Dave Boosty, I read and have the novel of Videodrome too. Well, I didn't know it wasn't. They did a novelization version. That's interesting. I hate how the vampire leader drank the hero's blood from the church chalice, like he just got up in the morning using it as mouthwash. It was like he did that scene when he first woke up. That's a funny comment. Jeff, apologies for mistakes in comments. They are being read out as I'm driving. No problem, mate. Are you closing up he's probably driving to close up that gas station. He patrols it while they're closing up, so it stays safe, like a bodyguard sort of thing, like a security guy. Right. Using the speaker instead of typing. Yeah, I'll get you. Be safe though when you're typing, mate. Be safe. Hassan, favorite horror subgenre. Let's make it quicker now. I want to get through these questions, and so go on quickly. Tell me.
Favorite horror subgenre. Do you know? I do like me a possession film.
I was gonna say a possession film, Pete.
I do like.
Yeah, I like possession film. Yeah.
Did you watch The Medium yet? Have you watched The Medium yet?
No.
Oh. My connection's stopped. I don't know if I'm still on or what.
Hey, we're back.
Hey, mate. Are you okay? You're frozen. Oh, I don't know if I'm frozen. Oh. think I've got you back now.
Oh,
How are you doing?
sorry,
You're back.
sorry, folks. My internet is just rubbish. Yeah, my internet went down. Goddamn BT.
It happens.
Right. Where were we? Where
The
were
Medium. Have you watched
we?
The
Everyone's
Medium?
still there. No, I haven't, mate. I haven't watched The Medium.
Okay. So yeah, favorite subgenre would be possession. I do like a possession flick.
And I agree that a lot of the movies I find them scary, and I love a good scare. And when it's done well, and it's not done well very often, you can't beat a good possession film. So yeah, I would totally agree.
Bill 2, The Possession.
Yeah, that's a good one. That
because it's scary. Yeah,
it is. Yeah, I totally agree. It's a bit iffy with the brother sister bit, but other than that, it's phenomenal. I enjoy it, man. It's really, really good.
Apparently, that the Italian director who made it literally just went a bit nuts, as in like he made the version of the film that he actually handed in had a big, massive, full-on, brother sister sex scene in that they actually played to a test audience. And they were all like, oh, what's all this incest shit? So they cut it right down. Like, so what you get on the version that you've seen is a very watered down version of this massive opus that he actually handed in. Like a proper Euro film, essentially. It was an Italian director just going nuts.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow. God damn, that's interesting. Yeah, man. Yeah, that is a good one. That is an awesome one. I'm going to get back to these...
Carpenter.
I've totally lost where I am in the comments. I'm just gonna. All right, yeah, we've done that one. Done that one. Done that one. All right, favorite horror subgenre we've just done, and the next comment is Cool Dutch. Cool Dutch. Right, yeah, because Dutch likes the Videodrome. That's right, yeah. War movie dramas are usually goodish, though. Yeah, there are some good ones out there. I'd say Predator is action, sci-fi, horror. That's perfect the way she put that there. Jamie, you've done that perfectly. Action, sci-fi, horror. Not like Ricky with horror, sci-fi, action. What? Sorry. Where was I? I've totally lost where I am. Right now, Jeff, what's even steel to show? What's even steel to show away from a naked Sharon Stone? And that's quite exactly, yeah. He does steal the show for some particularly nice boobs. But I was looking the other way when they were on. Wait till Ricky hears about this. You don't have to tell him, Gareth. I interfere, Ricky. The monkey. Any ideas on a Halloween night stream? Who do you want as your Halloween night stream? I'm not quite sure what that means. Any ideas, Pete?
What would I want for a Halloween night stream? Halloween night's always a good night to revisit Halloween 3 for me. Like, I'll watch it every year. Like, I just bought the 4K version.
All right, okay.
Beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely.
Yeah, it's a good film. It's crazy as anything, like, but it's a good film.
It's Tom Atkins, man. He's the man. All that guy does is talk. Throughout that entire movie,
yeah,
his dick guides him into one bad situation to one bad situation. There's a bit where he goes in the fucking hotel room. He's just being chased and seeing some fucking woman getting, put in a car, and there's people after him and all this. He goes in the hotel room and goes, baby, I think we better go. And she goes, but what about these titties? And he goes, oh, okay, I'll stay. Okay, I'll stay. And he just stays around and just, his dick gets him into every bit of trouble, man. It's awesome, like, it's awesome. It's the same character in The Fog and that, this old man Tom Atkins driving around. Jamie Lee Curtis gets in my car with a couple of minutes. Get in my bed, man. Get in my bed. Fucking, that guy he's a stud.
He's a stud. Yeah. Yeah, man. Jeff, nope. Driving back to the office at the mall. Shift's almost over. Very good. The monkey co-host. Oh, who would I want to co-host on a Halloween stream? This gentleman here.
Thank you.
Jeff, are we still here? I lost the stream. Yeah, that was my fault. My internet sucks. Yeah, I'm going to get off BT as soon as I can. My contract ends end of August, and I'm getting out of BT, man. Try and go on 5G on a data thing with a router that does 5G. Hopefully, I'll have decent internet. The monkey, what? How? Sorry, dude.
You saying what's happening?
Yeah, what's happening, Bronson? That's it. What's happening? Dutchville, something wrong with this connection again? Yes, I have had this problem many times. Sabotaged, no doubt. Bronson, Dutch, they're still here. Hopefully, he's chickened out. I ain't afraid of no one. Maybe signal problem. Haha, Gareth. Yeah, funny man. He got jokes. What happened? Yeah, that, again, guys. I'm sorry, my internet went out. It's one of the things I was hoping was not going to happen. Well, thanks. Thanks for sticking around, people.
Yeah, totally.
I've got to send Gareth to check on you. Yeah, I have a fair drive to get here. Hopefully, nothing horror happened. No, it's all technical difficulties. I'm right. Jeff. Hope my typo comment didn't affect the stream. Right. Shark movies are sometimes good fun as a I like
Shark.
kids sometimes too. Despite the cannibal ones being sometimes too gross. What's PNESS? CAG.
Is that not what women get when they're going on the periods?
Perhaps.
I have no idea.
Yeah. I've given up on shark movies, man.
I guess it's to do with cannibals, is it not?
Yeah, it seems to be. I hate cannibal films, man. I can't watch them.
Exploitation films, maybe? Is that what it's
maybe. Let's move on. Dutch film buff. What are your thoughts on the original Omen? Pete and Fast, you like it? I love the Omen. Omen's one. It's scary, which is the best thing about it. It's a genuinely scary movie.
Still scary. Yeah.
It awesomely acted. Yeah.
And the music, it's also, everything about it's iconic.
Yeah. Let's have a look here. Dave Booty, shark movies are sometimes good fun as a subgenre, sometimes too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's some of my favorites are shark movies. Do you like 47 Meters Down? Did you like that one?
Was that Mandy Moore in a cage?
Yeah.
All right.
I love that movie, man. That's got some good scares in that movie, man. For a shark movie, I love that because they come out of nowhere. And every time they come out of nowhere, I'm like, good shark movie, man. You can't beat it. But there's not many. There's too many bad ones. Just to kind of spoil everything. 17. Night Fright Talk Show. Hi, dude. Hello, horror community. Well, hello back to you, sir. I was the 13th like here. Good horror timing. All right, yeah. If you guys want to like the stream, I would really appreciate it. Where are we at here? Hello, Night Fright. Yeah. Nice to have some new people in. Thought you were playing Ouija board with me Halloween night, but I ain't going anywhere near Ouija board, Gareth. I've told you I don't fill with that stuff. I watched The Exorcist, and it's not a good idea, my friend. Not a good idea.
I bought a Ouija board, right, off the internet, right? And I bought a Ouija board. Didn't dare go near it. My mother was on the phone. I was like, "Oh, Mum, I bought a Ouija board," and she was like, Peter, get it out of the house, burn it. You know what I mean? You'll have to bury it. You're gonna have to do this. You're gonna have to do that. To get it out of the house. So you know what I did? I sent it in the fucking post to me mum.
That's right. Give her a heart attack. Oh no. Oh, Sheila, I miss her. Anthony, what is your least favorite horror subgenre? Least favorite? It's probably this elevated horror is my least. That slow burn horror. I do not like it. I do not like it. Exceptions, the ones that have a bit of atmosphere to them, but on good music, whatever. But it's just I find them all pretty boring. I just don't have the patience for it. Yeah.
I don't
What
think
about you?
I don't think there's a subgenre that I'd write off. There's ones that I'd probably stay away from, which would be kind of like, you know, Cannibal Holocaust, Amazon.
Yeah, that's another one. Cannibal movies. That's
real kind of depressing. When it gets depressing, I'm off.
That's a good shout.
You know, I want to be scared. I want to be entertained and all that, but I don't want to be depressed, man.
Yeah.
You know, and Jacob's Ladder can construed as a depressing movie because the subject matter, but it's held in such, it's done in such a good way. It's still entertaining and follows you along. There's a moral there, there's a journey you want to go with the characters, but a movie has to give you something. It has to give you characters that you want to go on the journey with. If you don't care, you don't care. Simple.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm not in favor of just seeing people get tortured and stuff. It's just brutality. I'm not a fan of just plain brutality for just no reason, and like there's no payoff. It's not a part of the story. They just want to show a lot of gross shit. I'll pass. Yeah. I mean, if that makes me like not a proper horror fan, I'm happy to say it's just
there's movies out there like
horror for me. It's just not horror.
Yeah. There's movies out there like August Underground. I think you know, movies like that I have no interest in seeing. That are just titillation movies. You know, almost like endurance movies. And I'm like, oh, fuck that. You know, if I want to play endurance, I'll just, you know, go hang out with the guys from work.
Absolutely. That's a great question, Anthony. Right, I arrived at the office. Got to get out of here for a few minutes. We'll be back if you guys are still on. We're going to get through these questions. Are you still with us, Pete, for a little bit longer?
Let's do it.
Oh, man, we've been on for 2 hours. No, that's not right. Is it 2 hours, 26 minutes? Is that true?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to have to get through these questions, man. Sorry, typos with the PS. Yeah, don't worry about it, mate. The Monkey, odd trivia question. What film features the subway spokesperson guy? Any idea, Pete?
Subway spokesperson?
I don't know who that person is, to be honest.
Are you talking about the restaurant Subway, like where you buy sandwiches and stuff like that?
Sounds like it.
I
think that might be Monkey. Are you an American? Because that sounds like us English people don't get that at all. You'll have to explain it.
Yeah.
Dave Boosty, PNESS was a typo of mine. Sorry. No worries, mate. No worries, mate. Yeah, see you soon, Jeff. 47 meters down was okay. Dave Boosty says the sequel I liked a bit better. I like the sequel as well. Nothing like Blind Sharks to, you know, amp up the terror. Just hide behind them, innit? Anyway, Night Fright Show. Hello, Dutch. The Monkey. It was his last film before he was arrested. Oh, was he arrested? The Little Kids versus Monsters subgenre I can't stand at all. Monster Squad is the only exception. I'm not the hugest fan of the Monster Squad. Everyone loves the Monster Squad. It's just one of the ones that, it didn't. You like it? It's just one of the ones that just didn't click with me. I don't know why.
I really
I don't mind it. I find it quite slow.
Yeah, well, I think I want to buy the Blu-ray, but I think you can only get it on some crazy import, and it's like 60 quid on eBay, and that's the only.
Just hang on, dude. Night Fright Talk Show. Burnt Offerings was my favorite horror movie. I seen it at the movies, and It's Alive was the second. Well, I haven't seen It's Alive. I have seen Burnt Offerings. It's a good movie. It's a good story. Very different sort of story. Have you seen that movie with Oliver Reed in, Pete?
I don't think so, mate. I've seen a lot, but I haven't.
Yeah, I think it's on Prime. You should give it a whirl, man. It's a good movie. It's different, but it's definitely worth watching. Yeah. So I think it's one of the ones that if you'd seen when you were younger, probably would have had like a bigger impact on you. So
I watched recently Ghost Story and Fred Astaire and you know, just revisiting all.
Oh right, yeah. I've seen that in long time ago.
Good little scenes in that. Is Burnt Offerings kind of similar fare? Is it similar?
No, not really. No? It's a bit stranger. It's a bit stranger. Okay. Video Tasties. How many horror films should someone have watched to be more than a casual horror fan? I knew someone was going to mention the word casual horror fan. That's become a fucking meme.
Casual.
That casual horror fan. Look, if you like horror movies, look, you're tops with me. I'll say nothing more about it.
I just think I don't know. It's, yeah, for me, you know, the second I saw, you know, my first horror film that I could actually endure it, get from minute 1 to minute 90, that's when I became a horror fan. So I'm going to say one movie because it always takes one to capture you,
There
and
you
then
go, man.
it's got you for life. Then
That's it, man. You're hooked. You're hooked. Dutch film buff. Ha ha, Gareth. Yeah. Ha ha, Gareth. Dutch film buff. Why are you giving Vass a hard time, Gareth? Yeah, can you not say something productive? But anyway, thanks for helping me out with the stream, dude. You've been a lifesaver. Video Taste, he's trying to help you, Dutch. Dutch don't need no help. Dutch, you son of a bitch. Dave Boosty, the Jared guy in a horror film. Is that his name, Jared Guy? Jared, the Subway dude. Maybe
Subway
that's his name. Yeah.
I can't picture him, so I can't answer that one.
Hey, Davey, Jared Fogel. Okay, yes, Davey. Okay, so please inform them of him, Davey.
I'm going to Google him right now.
Do it, man. Dave Boosty, G's indeed, monkey. Dutch film buff. I love Burnt Offerings. I love almost everything where Oliver Reed was in, even the bad ones. Yeah, he's a very, very good actor. Oliver Reed was also in The Devils, another sublime horror flick. I have seen that movie, and it is definitely memorable. It's Alive, the trilogy was kind of good. The second one and the third ones are good. Is that the guy?
That's the guy.
Okay.
I've never seen it. I don't recognize this dude at all.
No, me neither.
No, he's got good teeth, though. Cracking 7 ashes.
Yeah. Have you seen any of the It's Alive movies with that baby? With the baby that's a monster. You seen the first one?
Yeah, I've just seen the first one.
All right, I've never seen any of them. It's Alive, the trilogy was kind of good. The second and third ones are odd, though more so. Got it. Jared Foggy was in the family-friendly film Jack and Jill, Adam Sandler film.
That's why I haven't seen him.
Yeah, well, the less mention about Adam Sandler, the happier I'll be. Right, let's get on to this next question, dude.
Do it. Let's do it.
I think we're only on question 5.
Yep.
All right, this is a good one, man. Question 5, John Carpenter tag. Favorite non-horror John Carpenter film? Come on, Pete. You're going to give me a good one.
Favorite non-horror John Carpenter film? Favorite non-horror. All right, favorite non-horror. Okay. Favorite non-horror. Again, there's some good ones, man. Bloody hell, favorite non-horror. It's got to be Big Trouble in Little China for enjoyment factor, I think.
Yeah.
But you know, I even like Memoirs for an Invisible Man. You know, it's a wee bit torn uneven, but it's a good film. And you know, you've got to my discredit I haven't seen Starman. I need to remedy that. But I've got to go Big Trouble in Little China, even though you've got Escape from New York, and that's brilliant. But I've go Big Trouble in Little China because I had a blast with it. I still have a blast with it. Big Trouble in Little China.
Good pick. I'm going to go for... what options do I have? I'll say Assault on Precinct 13, because that movie blew me away the first time I watched it. And it's still a top watch. And I'm going to go with Assault on Precinct 13 because it's fantastic. Let me think. I'm trying to think of his other non-horror movies that he's done. It's not that many, is it?
Not that many. Oh, Elvis.
I wish I was a bigger. Yeah, obviously the movie. I wish I was a bigger fan of what's it called? Escape from New York. I'm not that big a fan of it. I don't know why. It just doesn't resonate with me at all.
It's a movie that I've gone back and rewatched and I enjoyed more than I did when I was younger. But you know, Escape from LA, I can't get away. With it. It's pretty bad. It's self parodies to the point of where it's just ridiculous. But I do like Escape from New York.
Video Tasties, one more sub, and in a week you'll get the community tab. Oh, I'm almost at 500 subs. Thank you, anyone who subbed to me. I really, really appreciate it. I'm not someone who looks at the subs a lot, but I was so close to 500, and I really, really want that community tab. So yeah, thanks, guys. The Monkey, Escape from LA. Oh my god,
People love Escape from LA. To be fair, he's got
who loves that? Who loves that?
Honestly, there's like a whole cult following of Escape from LA. People like it. They like its campness, its cheesiness. They love the surfing scene and stuff like that. It's all like, yeah. Okay. But you know,
the movie has the worst effects of any movie. It's like a $40 million movie, and it looks like shit.
Yeah, it does.
I can't believe it. And it's all stagey. Even the action scenes are like really stagey. Like it's like they were told, take 2 steps, lift your gun, fire twice, move 3 steps, and then do it. It's just, I don't know, man. It's got no like pacing to it. It's got no energy to the action.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a fan of that movie. Dear Boosty, I'm 52 nowadays, and thanks to my dad, I got to see Jaws twice. Opening its first week. You lucky man. There's memories that'll take you all the way to your dying day.
Definitely.
Watching Jaws at the cinema. Escape from New York, it's sci-fi. Yeah, definitely non-horror. Good choice, Vass. The soundtrack alone gets my vote. Iconic. Thanks, Sparkstron. The Dutch film, both Big Trouble, I agree. I once read a book on martial arts movies, and the author thought that Big Trouble was one of the only US films that treated Asian culture respectfully. Nice. I also watched Escape from LA in the theaters, and it was the movie I saw after In the Mouth of Madness, and I was hugely disappointed when I saw that one after watching In the Mouth of Madness. I think I saw Escape from LA before I even saw Village of the Damned. I don't think that got a cinema release in the UK. Went straight to video, didn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I was hugely disappointed for that. Never mind. The Monkey, to be fair, I typed it before your co-host mentioned it. All right, cool, man. Right, cool. We can get to the next question. And the next question is, so that was favourite non-horror John Carpenter film. Question 6, will Michael Myers ever die?
No. As long as he's making money. They're never going to kill him off. You know, we've got Halloween Ends obviously coming soon, but the franchise will be rebooted again in 2 to 5 years from Blumhouse. I've got that. I've got no doubt. As long as he's making money, mate, he'll always be alive. So no, they'll never kill him off. I think story-wise, he'll die in this particular arc, but I think the franchise will be rebooted very shortly. Again.
No doubt. I would say, I'll quote Last Action Hero. Michael Myers can't die until the grosses go down. I totally agree, Peter. I don't know, man. I stick with the original Halloweens, 1, 3, 7, and the rest. Honestly, I could do without them. They all have, some of them have their good points, have their good bits, but really, I don't need them. I'm happy with 1, 3, and 7. 2 with a stretch, but 2 doesn't have the, just doesn't have the, I don't know, the feeling of the, It's got more kills in it as well. It's got lot more kills, which I like.
It's the first half of that movie. Bloody slow, man. Drags pretty slow, and the violence in it as well. The kills are actually. They just feel a little bit mean-spirited. If that makes any sense, they're a little bit mean-spirited.
Like we stick that bird's head in the in that bath, and then do it again. Totally, makes your face is all bubbling away. Yeah, totally. Right. Let's have a look at the comments, see if anybody agrees. Favorite dessert to eat? I'm a cherry pie fan myself. You Pete?
It's got to be cheesecake, man. Cheesecake.
Cheesecake. I
love an Oreo cheesecake. Like, do you know what I make? Oreo cheesecakes, man. They're fucking best as well.
Man.
An Oreo's cheesecake, man. They're the best.
Oh man, I feel like I want to eat some cheesecake now. Sparkstron, hopefully. That was hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully.
We all have hope.
Yes.
Dear Boosty, I thought Escape from LA could have been better too in ways, but it was okay-ish, but not funny enough. Agreed. The monkey, Michael will die when he transitions into Michelle. I wouldn't put it past him. I would not put it past him.
At the moment, too.
Yeah. Dave Boosty, as long as he makes money, he won't die. I agree too. That's the way it is. Dave Boosty, I found Halloween Kills one of the worst movies ever. Just my opinion. I wasn't a big fan either.
I would agree. I hate
kills. That's all I had was kills, and they were fucking mean spirited, man. Let me tell you.
I really liked that trailer for that movie. I was super stoked at that trailer. And
seeing Michael come out with the fire all around him. That's an iconic shot. But then the scene afterwards when he kills all those fucking firemen, it's like, I'm out, man. I'm out. It's just so stupid. It doesn't make any sense. It makes zero sense. Anyway, no, not a fan of that movie. Where we at here? Yeah, so we agree with you, Dave Boosty. Lost in the Reel, great to see you live streaming Vaseem. Thanks very much, mate. Thank you. I appreciate that. Anthony, I would agree Michael Myers won't die as long as there's profit to be made. And if the money train stops, they'll wait and reboot eventually. And that's the same for any slasher icon. Yep. I think they're just waiting to get the bloody rights back to Friday the 13th. And then that train's going to roll on again, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Hassan, I hope Vast reaches 500 during the stream. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Strange things have happened. Right, let's get to the next question.
Okay.
Oh, actually, there's a couple more things there. Let me just quickly read them. Will Michael Myers die? Hopefully, not a Myers fan, but each to their own. Me and Patrick love Human Centipede, so we are questionable. I don't know about questionable, but you're suspect, mate. You're very suspect.
Do you know that the Human Centipede, the first one, the build up is actually quite. It reminds me very much of Tusk, that Kevin Smith movie. It's actually quite.
It's a movie I hate.
Mean-spirited but quite scary. But it's the butt thing. Then it kind of goes crazy. But part 2, I'm not being funny. If anybody out there in internet land says part 2, they love part 2. They need to go see a psychiatrist. And they need to go see a psychiatrist right now because it's bloody awful, that film. Awfully and awful the content as well, and it's downright depressing. It's downright depressing. I've never seen the third one, but I've sat through the first 2, mate. But the second one was just, I kind of wished that I could unwatch it.
Yeah,
that's a good experience.
I mean, I've never seen them, and I don't want to. I just have no interest in them at all. It's just not my cup of tea. I can tell. It's one of the movies I don't need to see it. Dave Boosty, I subscribed early to this channel. I so far find comforting. Great. I like to be a comfort to people. Right. The next question was, which John Carpenter film has the best spooky atmosphere? What do you say?
I'm going to say The Fog, mate, because I think The Fog is spooky, personifies spooky atmosphere. You've got the one of the best openings of a horror movie ever, around the campfire with John Houseman telling that spooky sounds. Was it 6 a.m. or what was it, 6 a.m. or 3 a.m. or something like that?
No, he says it's 11:55 on the 23rd of April, 5 minutes to midnight.
The rocks at Ivy Point, hole breaking, boards smashing, and these kids are just sat there around there shitting themselves. And atmosphere wise, that spooky atmosphere goes through the entire film. So I'm going to say The Fog.
I've got to agree, man. I've got to agree. And right after that, it's like a 5-minute long segment as the credits roll up, with all the weird shit's happening at the petrol station and in the house, and with the witching hour, isn't it? The witching hour. Yeah,
do you know why that shit's in there? Because with the initial cut, they said, that's not scary enough, John. So he went back and filmed all these additional scenes, like the cars going off and all that.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Chucked them in at the start for effect, and it totally worked. It totally worked.
Yeah, it's perfect, man. It's a perfect opening for a movie, yeah. All right, great. We got through that quick. Let's see if anybody else has got an answer. Sparkstron, spot on, Pete. Part 2 is very nasty, very depressing, no merit at all. Part 1 is just weird, but has got a great psycho.
I like the Psycho, I like the Doctor, you know what I mean? But it's when it gets into the nitty gritty that it loses me.
Dave Boosty, Tusk's ending was way depressing. I just couldn't get into that movie. Yeah, it's like, yeah. There's no fun in that movie at all. I don't know how anybody can enjoy that movie. I mean, where's the enjoyment in that movie? It's just
Tusk. I thought it had some darkly humorous. I thought it had some darkly humorous moments. It's not something that I'll go, what are you doing tonight? I'm going to watch Tusk, man. not like that. But I sat there for an hour and a half, and I got through it, and it had some, macabre moments, and it had some, offbeat humor in there. And but I agree, the ending is depressing. Like, absolutely.
No, not my cup of tea at all. Dave Boosty, the thing had a spooky claustrophobic feel. I feel, yeah,
Of course,
certainly does. The Dutch film buff. I saw the Fog remake, Vas. It was almost as good as the original one. That's a joke. He's making a joke.
I think he's joking. He must be joking because it says film buff.
What?
That can't be real. That can't be real.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
It's got to be. It's got to be.
Yeah. You're not serious there, Dutch. I'm sure you're not serious. The Monkey. The Fog, to be fair, I mentioned it earlier before, your co-host. It's a favourite of mine. Seeing Superman losing the girl years before the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Is it a favourite of yours? Okay, dudes. That's a bad movie, dudes. It's really, really, really awful film. But if you like it, more power to you.
Yeah.
The Dutch film was The Fog and The Thing for the atmosphere. Yeah, totally.
Wrong with that.
I feel Michael Parks was the best part of us. Agreed. That he is good.
Yeah.
He's good in everything. He's died now, isn't he? Is he not?
Yeah,
he died. Yeah.
He's dead. Yeah.
Shame. Right, next question. Question 8. What is the worst John Carpenter film? What's the worst one, Pete? What's the one that's just terrible? You're gonna feel bad saying it, but
I am.
You're gonna have to.
I am going to feel bad. I could pick The Ward because The Ward is probably the one that feels less like a John Carpenter movie, more of a kind of mainstream movie. But it's got to be Ghost of Mars for me.
Is it?
It's just horrendous. It's horrific.
The question is,
bad filmmaking.
How many times did you try and watch it, wanting it to be a good film? How many times did you watch it and then realize it's just not a good film, dude? So, you must watch it a few times.
Yeah, absolutely.
I did. I remember watching it and I thought, I want to like the movie, but it's
maybe I missed it. Yeah, absolutely.
And then I watched it again and I'm like, it just doesn't. It's not doing it for me. And then I watched it a third time and I was like, dude, it's not a good movie. It's not a great movie. And then I just accepted it. I didn't want it to be a bad movie, but because it should have been a really good film. I don't know quite what happened. Like, a couple of scenes are pretty good, but that bird in it is properly miscast. What's her name? The one from Species, Natasha Henstridge.
Yeah.
In Species, but
it's a complete misfire from me. It doesn't have any redeemable features. So that's why I'm picking it for my
I don't like the concept of the matriarchal society. It doesn't work. It does not work in a horror film. Yeah. Anyway, my worst. Would I agree with that? I know I've got to go with Escape from LA, man. I can't. It's just a bad film. It's got bad CGI, bad action scenes. It's just not engaging. It doesn't feel like a John Carpenter film. It looks cheap.
It does look cheap.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have looked cheap. That budget as well. It shouldn't have looked cheap.
It's just, it was too much like Escape from New York, and all you can do is contrast the two because they're so similar. And it's like, I'm not the most massive fan of Escape from New York, but I can appreciate it as a classic movie. But Escape from New York, man, it's got too much wrong with it. Too much. That's my pick, Escape from New York.
No,
I'm sorry to say. Quickly go back to the comments. Of course it wasn't good. Thank God for that. I thought you had some sort of brainworm or something. Anyway, I knew it was a joke. The Monkey. Is it really hard to imagine the Monkey has different takes on films than all you humans? We're all allowed our opinions, and
Absolutely.
every opinion will flow here, but we
But
may disagree.
That's the beauty of watching any movie, man. One man's trash is another man's treasure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But remember, you know, if something's a cult movie, by very definition, it doesn't mean that it's automatically good because it's a cult movie. It's just liked a lot by a small amount of people. That's what a cult movie is.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I remember watching or listening to Shane Black in an interview, and he was and he just said like every movie is somebody's favorite movie. Like no matter what you think of it, someone thinks it's like just somebody in the world, it's their favorite movie. I think he was talking about Last Action Hero actually, which is one of my favorite action movies. But, yeah, man, it's true.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a fan. Dave Bushy, I think The Ward was his worst film so far. Fair enough. I have never seen The Ward. I didn't like Memoirs and Village of the Damned. Lackluster remake. I like the original ones, Village and Children. Yes, I'm a big fan of the black and white versions. They're far superior movies. Yeah, definitely misfire that movie, Village of the Damned. It's such a shame as well. It's like, you know, when you can see the potential, and the potential is just it just doesn't reach it, and you think, oh, it could have been good. It was almost there, but everything is just not good enough.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that makes it like really disappointing. Anyway, never mind. Let's go on to the next question, which is question 8 of 10, and no, actually, we've just done 8, which is the worst. Question 9 of 10 is: if John Carpenter came back to direct one of his films, which one would it be? Oh, a sequel to one of his films. If John Carpenter came back to direct a sequel to one of his films, which one would it be? Like, which one would you like it to be?
The Thing, a wee sequel to The Thing. I think he has said that The Thing is his favorite movie, so therefore I would think that would be the one that he may want to return to. And plus, it would be another chance, maybe one last chance for him to work with Kurt Russell again. I'd like to see him and Kurt Russell work together just one more time, a wee swan song, or something. You could even actually cast, is it Wyatt Russell, his son?
Oh, okay.
You could even get him involved in some kind of thing where who knows? But yeah, according to John Carpenter, he's very. With regards to the ending of The Thing, whether, you know, who's the thing at the end? Is it Charles? Is it McCready? John Carpenter's, you know, he definitely won't give an answer, but you know, in the past he has alluded to the fact that both men are human in there, so there is a possibility of that that story arc continuing. So I'd like to be in that world for another hour and a half. Aye.
Yeah, that's a really, really good pick, that man. That's a really good shout. I'm just gonna go with The Fog because everything he does in that movie is so perfect. He should just do it again and have them come back and do it again because
you could get old Tom Atkins, no, like really old Tom Atkins going around just fucking everything that moves and that.
Absolutely. Yeah, because that's what makes The Fog. John Carpenter is what makes The Fog. The Fog makes it a great film. So any sort of ghost story, just have it mildly related to The Fog, and yeah, man, do it again, and I'll have some more of that, mate. They should have gone to do the bloody remake anyway. Right, let's quickly go to the comments. There's only one question left, which is great. Jeff, oh, he's back. Welcome back, dude. What did I miss? How far are we on we're on the second from last question, which was if John Carpenter were to make a sequel to one of his films, which one should it be? Peter picked The Thing, and I picked The Fog. Okay. That is the exact definition of a cult movie, Pete. I love Jim Carter, but it's a movie I can't defend in any way. Welcome back, Pete. I think he might mean Jeff. Jeff, yeah. Do you really have to ask me? He's gonna He's gonna say Escape from Earth or something. Escape from LA, a sequel to that. Jeff, I love another Snake Plissken movie, although the second one wasn't as good, to be honest. It wasn't, Jeff. It really, really wasn't. Yeah.
Escape from Earth, I'd watch.
Yeah, well, they've already done it. They've already done it with Lockout, though, haven't they? They've already made that movie.
True.
He even sued them and won, didn't he?
He totally did.
Yeah. Right. Hi, Raymond. I did, mate. Goes with the territory, I'm afraid. It was probably Mike. No, it was mine, mate. It was mine. Dave Bushy, I'll be back around. Funny enough, stream, guys. Thank you indeed. You're entirely welcome, my friend. And it's nice to meet you. I'd love to see a practical effects sequel to The Thing by Carpenter. Absolutely.
But that's the thing. Me too. Nobody knows where Rob Botton is. The guy who did the special effects of The Thing. He's kind of apparently he's like a hermit these days. Keeps himself to himself and doesn't do any interviews or anything like that. Nobody knows where Rob Botton is. They need to find him, get him back. Because like I say, those practical effects for me still haven't been added.
Exactly. I think that Rob Bottin is he's probably the greatest special effects guy ever out of all of them. Yeah. I mean, he's stuff on Total Recall and RoboCop 2. It's outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. The man's a genius. Dutch film buff. Big Trouble in Little Japan with Kurt Russell again. A lot of samurai, ghosts, and geishas. That's a great shout. I like that. I like that one.
I'd watch that with bells on.
My favorite. The Fog. So you agree with me? Great. Yeah. Sorry, man. Yes. See you later, Dave. Right. Let's get on to this last question, Pete.
Yes.
We've made it number 10. Right. Does John Carpenter have one last great film left in him? Does he indeed? Do you believe that? Is that doable? Is that going to happen?
I don't think so.
If some company, if some dude said he's $30 million, make another movie, would he do it?
He does like money. John Carpenter.
He does.
He loves money. To be fair, I'd like to see. I'd love to see it. I can't see it with his age, and he's kind of lazy these days. He likes kind of just chilling out, taking his residual check, doing his music, and playing video games. So I don't think that you'd get him out of retirement. And remember, he fucking hates the studio system. You know what I mean? It's like when they wheel him out for the press conferences for the Blumhouse movies and that. He's literally, Halloween Ends is the fucking best movie ever. Yeah, where's my check? You know what I mean? So, I don't think his heart's in it anymore, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I entirely agree, Pete. I'd word for word. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I think he's lost it. Yeah, he's totally lost his passion for making movies. I think he could, but he just can't be bothered. He doesn't have any reason to do it, and I think it's going to be hard for him to do it. But God damn, man, if he did, that would be so awesome. I'd be totally be up for that. But be realistic. It ain't gonna happen. I mean, how old is he now?
120 or something like that.
Something like that.
He's old, man. But he's still rocking it. He popped up in that Foo Fighters horror movie, that Studio 666, a wee cameo in there. It was fun. So
he didn't. He just did a bit of music in that movie, though, didn't he? He didn't actually. And a bit of acting. It had nothing to do with it.
No, he's got a wee cameo role.
Yeah, no, I mean, I saw the movie. He's got a little cameo. I think he did some music in the movie as well, doesn't he?
Yeah,
he does a theme or something.
That's right.
But that's the only. Yeah, I didn't like that movie, by the way. Did you like it?
I mean, it's one of the movies that I put on, and I laughed.
It was fine.
It was in the background. It was all right.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Yeah. But if it didn't exist, it would make no difference to me whatsoever, to be honest. Yeah.
I'm not sure the world needed a Foo Fighters horror movie, to be fair.
To be fair, I didn't know who the fucking guy was. I'm not a fan of that sort of music.
Oh, fair play.
But no, it's not gonna happen, mate. I wish it would, but it ain't. Let's be real. Let's quickly pop back to the yes, the Fog 2025. I hope he has buds. Don't know for sure. I hope he has his buds. Don't know for sure. All right, that'll give him some money to make the movie. Maybe Jeff.
Right. Maybe Jordan Peele should give him some money. You know, making $100 million movies and that. Jordan.
Oh, I hope he has. But okay, let me just read that one again because the words should be but. He said, "I hope he has, but don't know for sure." Yeah. I hope he has one last movie in him. Yeah, thing is, he could do it. He really could do it if he had the inclination to do it. He definitely could do it, man. And I think
just going back to that
held in high regard now. I think he would like. Yeah, everyone else around him would want to make the best movie.
I've got a sneaking suspicion that he would make a western. You know, he's always talked about wanting to make a western. You look at, you look at Assault on Precinct 13, it's a western. You look at Vampires, it's a western. He's always never been given the money to make a western. I think his passion project that would get him out of retirement would be a western. I don't think it would be horror or anything like that.
Yeah.
I think he's got nothing to prove.
Yeah. Although he's done basically a couple of westerns disguised as action movie, one disguised as a vampire film. But it feels like he doesn't want to do that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
The Dutch film booth. I don't think Carpenter can do another great one in these modern days with CGI. No, thank you. Yeah. Oh shit! I've gone again. Oh shit!
You have it. I can still hear.
I'm gone again. Dude.
At least I can still hear. Is that just your camera has gone off there?
Yeah, it has, dude. Oh, fuck's sake. Come on, you bastard. Shit. It's plugged in, dude. Why are you not working?
He's back.
I'm back.
You're back, man.
Honestly, man, I don't know what the hell's going on, dude. These things will happen. This time my camera went off for some reason. I don't know why. I used up all my. We can all hear you. All right. Could you hear me when I was?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Right, you just couldn't see me. Fuck. I don't even know what I said. Okay. Look, you know what it is.
Fuck.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't need. Right, let's move on. The Monkey. Nope will be epic, even though not his. Nope will be epic. Hope so. I hope it is a good movie. I've heard mixed things about it. Holy shit! Have I got 500 subs? Wow. Fucking. Come on.
That's awesome.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Fucking hell. Fuck, that's made my week, that has. Right, yeah. Okay, I'm back in full color. Woo. Okay. Chill, Bass, chill. Right, guys, that was all 10 questions.
That was.
Took a while to get through that. I had all these other topics to discuss, but I think we've gone on 3 hours and 3 minutes. I think that's long enough.
Territory in that, yeah.
Yeah. So I think we're going to leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around, everybody in the chat. Thanks for getting me up to 500 subs. Hopefully in the morning I'll still have 500 subs. I'm really stoked. Yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. I had a fantastic time. What about you, Pete?
I had a blast. I was nervous, mate, to be fair. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, yeah.
Once I relaxed, I've had a really good time. And it's great catching up with you, good self, but it's also the wee banter and interaction with all the folk on as well. It's great.
Awesome experience. Yeah, I'm going to do this again. To be honest, I really do want to carry on, but I think we've gone on for long enough. Do you want to go on for another 5 minutes, or should we get off?
Let's do another 5 minutes, and then I've got to take my dog for a walk. Let's. Is there any
Yeah.
questions or anything from
Let's see what's
people out
happening. All right, have a great evening, everyone. I've had a fun. Thanks to everyone in the chat. Until the next one, absolutely. I was wondering if this is going to be a one-time thing. Like I said, it was a bucket list thing for me. I just wanted to do one to see if I could do it, and it went really, really well. Apart from a couple of technical hitches, I'm super happy with it. Jeff, also thanks to the esteemed gentleman in the window boxes. Fun stream indeed. Thanks very much. I'm glad you found some interest in it. We had a great time conversing. Congrats on the community tab. Right, I should get that in a week. 500 subs. Thanks, Fast and Pete. Had a great time. Thank you, Dutch. Always a pleasure to have you around, mate. Right, yeah, I think we're gonna get off. If Pete, you just hang around there. Don't turn your thing off. So thanks everybody, and we might have another stream sometime soon. Are you up for it, Pete?
Hey, with bells on, I'll
Awesome.
do that anytime you want, mate. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. This, I think the Vass and Pete show has been born. So yeah, I can't wait for the next one. So again, thanks everyone in the chat. Thanks to Gareth for giving me some tips on how to do this. Screw BT for messing up my internet. And and thanks to Pete for joining me. He's the coolest guy I know, and the dude knows his stuff. I'm sure you've got that impression. And you know what? I think we're going to see you guys again, and the next one's going to be even better. We're going to top this. Thanks very much, Dutch. Thanks everyone for the great comments. Thanks for sticking around, and I think we're going to say good night. So until next time, please stay safe and take care of yourselves. And so long. And remember, horror lives matter. Have I ended?